Wow.
Danger Dundances just kept their antlers for 37 months. Happy twinnies.
Parked your brooms in an orderly fashion. Dusty the cuffs nostrils. Fed your urgers and made sure you push and follow the new video tightly. I sure have. So, hello everyone, happy Boxing Day. Welcome on in. Hello, hello. Today is the 26th of December 2025. Hello everyone. How you doing? Hope you're good. Merry Christmas to all those who celebrate and for all the other holidays. Happy holidays. And to all those who are not celebrating any sort of holidays, happy Friday. Hi everyone. Hope you're good. Well, who'd have thought? I thought I wasn't streaming, but here we are. I guess I am. I wasn't gonna, but...
Warning, sarcasm detected.
Not sarcasm.
Warning, sarcasm
If it was
detected.
sarcasm, I'd be streaming.
Warning, sarcasm detected.
If it was actual sarcasm, I wouldn't be sat here right now. There's no sarcasm in that. Fine. Hi, Dan. Hello, Urgal. Hello, Rocky Mount. Ella's Archmatrix. Thank you, Dan, for knowing your Anna's a joy. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, eh? I also see Whipmox is having PC problems. Sending you all the warmest energies, Whipmox. I hope it's a temporary setback. Sending you warm, warm vibes. And then I also see a J-Rex and a Marudin Cassie. Hello. And a Trucky, too. Hello, Trucky. Sneaking in. I see you, little sneaky goose. I also see a Deckham. Hello, everyone. What's up? What's down with you? I hope you're all having a lovely few days. If not, I'm here to uplift you. It's what I do. It's why I'm live. It's to annoy you all. So prepare to be annoyed with me and vice versa. How you doing, Deckham? What's up? What's down with you? Hello, Metal Mitten Gaming. How you doing today? What's up? What's down? Oh, can you believe it? Last few days of December, oncoming. Last few days of December. And then we're in 2026. God, I hope 2026 is a good one. I hope it's a good egg. I really do. Had a good couple of days. Hope we had some rest time. I wouldn't call it rest time, Rudy Cassie. I would call it that. I barely slept. First night at my parents' house, I was on an air bed, which actually was quite comfortable. But you know what air beds are like. They're quite cold. So trying to stay warm was a little bit tricky. And then I had to get used to the sound of their boiler, the dogs, just, you know, ambient family house kind of vibes. So I didn't sleep very much. And then, last night, oh boy, I also didn't sleep. The doggos kept trying to enter my bedroom, and I was like, nope, I'm sleeping, not tonight. I'm gonna enjoy my snoozes, thank you very much. I haven't had any napping, none of that. And then, oh no, shining elevator doors. Ah, panic. And then I was awake. eventually. But resting as well, not much resting. I've been running around, I've non-stopped, barely eaten actually in the last few, I say that. Had really big meals when I have eaten. I've been running around like crazy and not much resting whatsoever. But it's alright, I'm gonna do some resting this evening. Hope you had some lovely rest time, Cassie. I really do. I hope you had some time to just chill. Hello, Red Hood. How you doing? What's almost done with you? Hello, Uriah. How you doing? What's almost done with you? So many sounds. Oh yeah, very excited today as well. Hell yeah. I'm very much excited for Monday. Monday will be my first proper lie-in. At least no phones, no sounds, my own bed kind of vibe. At least that's the hope. We'll see if I sleep. And there's only 4 days of rest before I go back to work. Boo! It's fine, I like work, but also boo, I should have booked Friday off. Little regret there, but that's okay. And that's my yesterday today, a migraine sickness. Oh my god, snap! I also had a migraine yesterday. I couldn't see out my right eye, and then by the end of unwrapping presents, my left eye went, so I was a bit like blurry-eyed for a good while until my painkillers kicked in. And even then, my eyes were still kind of blurry, but eventually they sorted themselves out. So I used to leave my voodoo doll alone. Seems like someone knocked over the whole shelf, it appears. I'm gonna say that. It's probably someone knocked over the shelf and all our voodoo dolls fell over. Should I sort category? Oh gosh, yes, please! I knew I actually nailed it. I forgot to change it. Oopsie daisy. Oh, and even the tags. Painting. Higher. Oopsie daisy. I got good. I did the title at least. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Oh gosh, that would have been awkward. I think I get 2 more lions before going back to work. Woo! You don't work until next year. Same Trucky. I go back on the 2nd. Such fun. So blue, should I sort the category? I got it. How you doing, Steve? How was your Christmas? I hope it was good. Did you get spoiled? Let's go see his friends and brushes, I suppose. I mean, I could, but I think they'd have something to say about it. I'm not gonna lie. Hello, Shashki. Merry past Christmas. Well, technically, it's not end of Christmas. It's Boxing Day. Still counts. Still counts. I know, Saskin. What's up with you? Hope you're good. I think they'd be hilarious brushes. I can tell you right now, more paint goes everywhere else than on the paper. Happens every time. Level up in life yesterday. Oh, no way! You're level 30. Congratulations on leveling up. GG. I hope you got spoiled with loot. Bloody hell, born on Christmas as well. I hope you got spoiled with loot and got cake and got to spoil yourself a little bit with whatever you wanted to spoil yourself with. Happy birthday. Well done. GG. I go back today. I'm working right now. FML, how's everyone? I knew. I'm alright. How you doing? How you doing? Hello, Music Man. How's your crimpus? It was lovely, thank you. I got to see the family. It was a bit of a manic one for me. But it was really, really proper lush. Can't complain. How was your Christmas, Music Man? Just glue them to the book. I mean, I would, but I kind of like my book being where I left it. I got cool stuff going to the north to visit family tomorrow. I cannot be bothered with driving. Sending you all the spoons. I hope you got a good playlist to get you through it. I just realized the time, everybody. Get rid of the music. Everyone, buckle up. I'll see you on the other side. Theatre of your sitting comfortably upon the red velvet seats. Your snacks are crawling, your drinks are toiling and boiling. I am Ooky. Greetings. Hello. Happy Boxing Day. That is today is the 26th of December 2025. It's currently 9:01 p.m. And today we're going to be doodling. Oh, well, not quite doodling yet, actually. I tell a fib. We're preparing the new doodle book. Oh, yeah. Because next week is January. So we have a book to paint because we're about to begin the... Finally, we're going to do Book of Subs 2 Electric Boogaloo. We need to paint the cover. I've got my paints ready. I know what I'm doing. And I just thought I'd share it with you all while we all have a little chit-chat and just, I don't know, hang out a bit. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what we're going to do. And if you want to see the book, it's a bit chunkier. It's a fancy one. It's all nice and black and hard. Lots of empty pages to doodle on.
Night24E_1 spoiled 5 beings.
Excuse me? I hope you are aware I'm not taking in any requests because it's going to work a little bit differently this time round. And I'll tell you a bit about it later on tonight of how it's going to work. It's going to be a little bit different. But welcome back, Nightmare. Thank you so much for giving 5 glorious people 7 out of strike. Thank you. God, I couldn't count for a second there. Thank you, Nightmare, for your generosity. Thank you very much. But that's what we're going to be doing. It's going to be painting this cover. And I've already decided what we're going to do. And hopefully it's going to turn out how I hope. Maybe. Anyway, if you're watching in the future, because guess what? This one's going up on YouTube. Oh, yeah. I thought it'd be kind of nice to have, like, an actual, like, video you guys can look back on of the beginning of the book. And maybe, we'll see about uploading Friday streams on YouTube. We'll think. Wait, I'm talking! Oh, yeah.
Muse Madhouse spoiled 5 beings.
Thank you, Mew. Thank you for your generosity to not just me, but to other beings. Thank you! Now, anyway, stop interrupting me with your kindness. Disgusting. We're gonna possibly upload Friday streams on YouTube. Maybe. I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna decide that next week. Anyway, I'm gonna turn up the music so that we can get into it. If you're watching in the future on YouTube, on the VOD, do the description tells you when we get painting, because I'm gonna yell at chat for a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna yell at them. So with that, music!
Next forever.
You little butt. Cheeky little butt. How we all do it out there, though? I hope we're good. I really do. If you got spoiled, whether by your own doing or by another, what has been the ultimate thing that you got spoiled by? I want to know. I just realized I haven't even taken the stickers off the back. And it's already looking like an oh no. Oh, never mind. Oh. I took a bit of cover with it. Oh, that's good. Thank you, Mew. Thank you, Nightmare. How you both? What's up? What's down? Hi, Gulk. Hello.
Night24E_1 spoiled 5 beings.
Excuse me. I was going to catch up with chat, you cheeky devil, you. Thank you, Nightmare. Thank you. For giving a bunch of people stuff and us a joy. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, Lee. I'll tell you guys how this book's gonna run. We're gonna do it a little bit differently to try and not get so much of a backlog that we used to get. But I'll tell you when we get painting, because first I want to catch up with you all before we get into too much, like, all the questions and stuff. I feel like, yes, there was decking. I've been told by 5 people about the migraines. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be getting migraines at the moment. I suffered really badly with them recently. And then I had some on Christmas Day, which was very unlike me. I managed to catch it before the pain set in so I could start taking painkillers immediately to try and offset it a bit. It still wrecked me, but it wasn't like it would have been, you know? Managed to catch it early. Hell yeah. Loot I got was more aches and pains, so they definitely go up a notch sometimes. They sometimes go up and you get randomly a lot of debuffs. Then for me this year seems to be lack of work and also migraines. Seem to be getting a lot of that this year. That's my debuffs. I'm hoping next year that they'll simmer off. And then it's going to be a good time. Hopefully some more buffs rather than debuffs, you know. I hope yours are good, and I hope they're temporary if they're pants. It's good to spend the day playing Indiana Jones, The Great Circle. Nice! And I'm about to play it on Violent Nights, my late Christmas movie. Nice! Do it! I've watched anything since I ended Buffy. I should do that. You should definitely watch something. I did start DA4 Veilguard, though, so let's see if that sticks. Ooh, I hope you enjoy it. I've yet to do that one. I hope you enjoy it. How you doing, Culk? It's nice to see you as well. But I'm scrolling to see what time it is with everyone. Wow, it's the AMs. You guys should go to bed. You got a Celestian telescope. It's still booked. A Celestian telescope? Oh, you're gonna have to say how it is. I want to hear. I think telescopes are so cool. Like, really cool.
Embrace the spoiling.
Thank you, Music Man, for 100 bees. That's a point. Where's my book? It's over there. Thank you for all the 100 biddies. You know, you should go into teeny weeny book of biddies. Thank you. Someone else said we need a hype train. No, we don't. But we do have one, actually. we do have a hype train in the building. Thank you, Music Man. I'm you for the biddies. Your name should go into book now. I'm writing them in. I'm doing it. I'm doing the thing.
It's been 84 years.
Excuse me. I'm going as fast as I can. It's my Christmas too, you know. Thank you for the biddies as well. Naima, your name should also go in the teeny weeny book. New Madhouse. Then it's Music Man. Music Man.
Sleeping_hound just kept their antlers for 4 months.
What in the hecking is going on? Excuse me? What are you doing?
Music Man 891
I mean, I won't say
spoiled
no,
5
but...
beats.
You bunch of cheeky butts. Then I got Trucky to put in the book. Right, give me a second. I'm going to pause up after Trucky to give my thank yous. Because what in the heckin'? Have you guys had the wrong sort of Dr. Pepper? What's going on here? Thank you, Sleeping Hand, for renewing your Anna's a Joy with a brine. Thank you for using that here. I appreciate it very much. I hope you're good out there. Oh, the merry holly bobs to you. Thank you very much. And Music Man, thank you for giving out a set of Anna's a Joy to 5 Floyd's beans. Thank you very much, you silly goose. Bloody hell. Yeah, it's spoiled. And then it's Nightmare with 100 biddies. Nightmare. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam. Ba-da, nya, 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 nya. Multiple underscores and a 1. And a 1. There you go. You scroll. Names are in the book. Ta-da! Thank you, guys. Thank you for your generosity. You don't need to, you know. You can't just chill out. That is also okay. I'm doing okay. Just can't sleep. It's 2:36 a.m. here. The ground is well, or a.m. or p.m. I don't care as long as I'm on the ground, bruv. Good. So long as you're good, even though it's like not good because you're not sleeping. But I hope you're good. I hope you get rest soon. Telescopes are cool. They are. It's Boxing Day for me. AK27. No, not in this stream. In this stream, it's still Boxing Day. So technically, you have reverted into the past because you're now officially in the land of Ish. Gilbert 2026 hit 5,000 gift subs. Just kidding. I don't hit that much. I was gonna be like, please no. Please take care of yourself first and foremost, as always. We are chill. Sure. Winder. Thank you for the 250 biddies. Your name should go in the team book. Thank you very much, Lee. And to box some punks. What are we boxing? Who are we boxing? Why are we boxing punks for? Why are we boxing punks? Why do you remind us we don't need to after we spend money? Because I don't expect you to do a single thing. I just expect to hang out. Thank you, silly goose. I appreciate it very much, Lee. But also, I haven't been spoiled. I've been spoiling my favorite streamers. Aww. But you should spoil yourself. You know? It's really lovely if you just spoil others, but don't forget yourself. You deserve to spoil yourself too. Whether it's by another or you, it still counts. And spoiling yourself first and foremost should be the way, in my books. Should be the way, because we often put ourselves, like, on the back burner, you know? On the back burner and don't really take care of ourselves. So doing a little spoil, even if that's buying, like, a game that's on sale or getting yourself something indulgent from the shop that's maybe you wouldn't normally, or doing something like that, or having a little bit of chocolate, or getting wrapped up in your blanket, or staying in bed an extra hour. That's a gift to yourself that you should be allowed to give yourself, I think, you know? Treat yourself. You better do it. You better spoil yourself a little bit. Currently looking after a greyhound as the owners have gone to Japan for a couple weeks. Oh, that's fun. I bet you're exhausted. I'm Boxing Punks. Oh, you're as Batman. Are you playing Batman Arkham? Because I've never played it, so I'm just guessing. I already bought myself an entire new cast area. I think I'm good on that front. Oh, there we go. Fine. So long as you spoiled yourself, because that counts. A lot of people seem to think it doesn't, but it does. Yes. Thank you, Winder, for the 150 biddies, silly goose. Thank you for all the laughing horses. Thank you, you silly. I hope you're having a lovely one out there. I spoiled myself too much. Oh, dare I ask? Getting caffeine, then later caffeine. Coffee for my new Keurig I got for my truck. Ooh, Ooh, buy Megabunk. It's super cheap and really addictive. What is Megabunk? I'm actually going to open it because I saw Carly and Ben playing it a lot. Megabunk. And they were in their Discords a lot on about it. Megabunk. What is it? It almost looks like an MMO-ish kind of thing. Is that what it is? I can't stop playing it. What is it? What is Megabunk? Is it... Oh! Is it like, Vampire Survivors? Is that the one? Yeah! Ah! I've heard of it. Okay. I've never played Vampire Survivors either. You say roguelike nightmare, but that doesn't mean much to me. It's an experience. How so? I'm curious. You're playing Arc Raiders. Ah, I forgot about Arc Raiders. I'm not gonna lie. You enjoying Arc Raiders? I assumed it was designed for a car. I mean, it could be. Could have been. Thank you, everyone who joined the hype train. Thank you very much, you silly gooses. Thank you. I've been spoiled. Thank you very much, Lee. I drive a semi-truck. I have 3,000 watt inverter for things. Ooh. What? I thought we were done with the spoilages. Thank you, Trucky.
785 spoiled 5 beings.
You sneaky. Thank you for giving a bunch of people self endless joy. Thank you very much, Lee. That's far too kind. Thank you, you silly goose. Silly goose. Maybe you deserve a tickle on the elbow. Maybe. For being terrible. Thank you, Trucky. Thank you. Oh, goodness me. I'm trying to think of all the things I could tell you guys that you may have missed out on. Oh, if you hadn't seen my stories over Christmas on Instagram, it'll be long gone by now, but I did post it on my Twitter and my Bluesky. The ferrets got a little spoiling on Christmas. I took them upstairs in my mother's craft room, aka my old bedroom, which is now impossible for me to ever move back home into. I took them up, a teeny tiny itty bitty little prawn. A little prawn, because although ferrets shouldn't eat an excessive amount of prawns because it can build mercury in their bodies and things like that, they can have one like once in a blue moon, and they never had them before. Never had a prawn, so I was like, oh, I don't know how that's gonna go.
Oak, the red lipstick looks amazing. You're a gremlin and I adore you.
Aw, thank you, Nataska. Thank you very much. You should put your name into your book of beauties. It's a new lip stain my sister gave me. I'll have to show you guys what the container looks like. It's really cool. Thank you, though. Thank you. But yeah, I gave the ferrets a little bit of prawn, and they took to it so fast. It was gone in a blink of an eye. Pugsy went back for seconds and took the whole lot. They were not keen on the big one, because I did take them up a bigger one later, but they prefer the smaller ones. But it's good to know that next Christmas, they can have a bit of my prawns. That's nice. Never ran with the prawn, absolutely stashed it. Almost. I had to keep an eye of where they're going to make sure that I can still get to it if they were going to stash it. But nope. I managed to not lose that. The chicken, though, that Pugsy ate got stashed. God knows where that's gone. Luckily, it's dried, so it's not gonna smell. But somewhere in my mother's craft room, there's a bit of dried chicken that's like this much in length somewhere. No idea where that is. How you doing, Tyler? Hello, Pat. How you guys doing? What's down with you? Hello, Darkstar. How you doing? Merry Christmas. Nadala Shawen to you. How you doing? That piece was huge. It was massive. I didn't think they were going to take the whole lot, but I should have guessed it. But they got really spoiled over Christmas. Very, very, very spoiled. So that was nice. I was going to take them out to the fields again, but oh gosh. Don't know about anywhere else in the world, but the wind's been really bitey, like really excessively bitey. And by bitey, I mean like icy. It's almost like the wind is biting at you with how icy it is. It's been horrible out. I mean, it's been dry, luckily. For once, it's dry Christmas. But also, so icy. So going outside is like, ugh. And every time I had the ferrets outside, they're like, ah! So we ain't going anywhere. I kind of like it. It's nice until you're outside elbow deep cleaning up ferret poo, Ulrigol. Then it's not so nice. Did you check out the Hannah Lily's track? Oh, no, I did not. I was around my family the entire time, and we were constantly chatting and watching movies that I didn't feel like there was a time for me to listen to music. And by the time I was alone, it was bedtime, and all I wanted to do was sleep. And then when I got home today, I got home about 11:30, and I didn't actually sit down in this chair after cleaning up the entire house, putting the ferrets to bed, after letting them run around. I was then putting everything away that I brought home with me. I had a shower. I did lots of bits and pieces around the house. By the time I sat down, it was, 2:30, nearly 3, was when I finally sat down for the first time today. And that was when I finally got to eat some food because I hadn't eaten since yesterday evening. And that's when I also had my first drink of the day because I hadn't taken any fluid. I didn't even have a glass of water when I woke up because I've been non-stop running around. So not yet. Not yet. I'll try and have a listen over the weekend. Thank you for the recommendation, though. I do like finding more Welsh artists because of that 2005s. You should check out Gwenor. You might like Gwenor. They do not just Welsh, but like Cornish music too. Spelled like this. I'll put it in chat. Gwenor. They do some really, really cool music. One of my friends plays bass for them. There's many music video now every so often for them too. God, I kind of like it. True, I don't have hair pooch. True, you're not outside crunched over in your pajamas trying to clean up as fast as you can so that you can get back into the warmth. And then living when the outside hurts my face. Yeah, it's not nice. It's very chompy, innit? But hey ho, it is what it is. It could be worse. It could be melting. And I'd rather not melting than getting chomped at. Getting chomped at is better. But it's also not great. I also want to sleep back card, so I'll probably just play Arc Raiders till I pass out. Do it. Do it. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Hi, everyone. Should we, I don't know what my camera quality is like. I changed the grading system on it a little bit. Let me know if it looks really dreadful. I'll just turn it back to normal. But I messed around with it all because I thought it looked a bit dreadful. Like way worse than normal. Ooh, that might actually be looking really awful. Ooh, that looks really crunchy. Let me give that a little adjustment. Because I noticed it was just looking really not amazing. Let me go and have a look. What can I do to make this better? It's still looking a little bit crunchy. Do I want to turn back on the auto exposure? I don't really, because... Oh my god! Blinding! Blinding! Hang on, hang on, hang on. That's vile. That is vile. Oh my word. Rip your eye holes. Oh wow, it's still too bright. It's still too bright. Oh my gosh, that's with the filter off. Let's lower that. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, no, no, no. You know what? Just default it. No, it's still too bright. Why is it so bright? Hello? Reset yourself. Why are you still so bright? What's going on in ya? Huh? Why are you still so bright? That is so weird. Is it usually that bright? I don't think so. Put off auto exposure. Oh, now it's too dark. But then if I raise up exposure, it goes into 5 frames. What is going on with this? You know what? I'm changing out this camera tonight. After today's stream, I'm changing it out. We're gonna go and use the other one. Because I think this camera is just saying to me, you know what? Maybe I just don't want to be used anymore, and that's okay. Oh gosh, it's so... Look at that noise! What's going on with it? You know what? Deactivate and reactivate it. It's minging. Oh, it's minging. Why are you minging? Why are you so gross? That is horrid. I don't know why it's done that. Why has it done that for? That looks horrific. Looked fine earlier, but not now. Let's lower the gamma. Lower the gamma. It's a bit more bearable. It's really crushed the black levels a bit, though. Oh, wow, that's crushing the black levels. Bloody hell, all right. Contrast me to 2,000 emos. Bloody hell, bring me back to the horizon. Blinking heck. Let's lower, let's rise it, let's rise it, let's rise it, let's rise it. Oh, you know what? That'll do. Bloody hell, bells, you broke it. To be fair, this camera, it's not obviously the bestest, but it'll do. It'll do for now. Whatever, I'll change out to the other Razer Keo. Anyway, I don't have any, I don't have my old duvet. I had to throw it because after the Halloween stream, we didn't manage to get all the pumpkin bits out of it, and it went really minking. So, I'm using wrapper paper as my base to protect my desk pad and stuff. So that's what we're gonna use to try and protect my everything. Should I use scissors? Probably. Am I gonna tear it instead? Hell yeah. Oh, no, actually. No, I'm not. I already regret that. Never mind, don't tear things. Don't tear it. Just cut it haphazardly. No one cares. I don't care. It's fine. I'll get an old duvet at some point. Ugh. Maybe when we finally get a bigger bed so that Weave can actually fit on the bed. That should be fine. That should be fine, more or less. I know what I'm doing. It's not going to get that messy. Okay, I think I'll spoil you now. Watch Friday night. Enjoy this. Thank you for spoiling me. I appreciate it. Hello, Berserker. How's your Pugsy and Festus Christmas? Did you not see the stories? I made sure to post lots of the stories for you, Berserker. But it was good, thank you. It was very, very good. How was your Christmas? I hope it was lovely. Hello, Tyler. Right. For anyone who does not know, because you are new around these parts, and you've never been in the stream for the past 3 years, this is my book of subs. It's not activated yet. A thunderstorm that you may hear when its name is announced. Why? For it does not yet live. And after tonight, it will be alive and the thunder will return as per normal next Friday. But today, it's just a book. It hasn't got the life breathed into it. But what is the book of subs? For 3 odd years, I kept a doodle book where every time someone subscribed, they could get something drawn in the book. And I had a hecking long backlog. And it was all powered through you guys. You guys kept that book alive. And there it sits behind me, completely filled up, and no more doodles can enter it. Today, we're going to start volume 2. Or at least begin painting the cover so that next week, the very first Friday of January, we're going to start doodling. It's going to run differently this time to try and reduce the chance of a backlog and to try and improve the fact that you can see your things getting doodled. I'll explain a little bit more later, but I'll tell you right now, what are we going to do with the cover? We're going to do exactly the same as we did before, except this time it's volume 2, which means I need to write volume 2. We're going to paint it purple because, well, it's the book. I can't imagine it being any other color. It's purple for Twitch, and thus purple it will be. And what kind of face am I thinking on the back? I'm thinking it should have 2 faces on the back rather than just 1, because after all, it's volume 2. It's twins, Basil. Yes. So I'm just going to go straight into it. This is going to be a great, also potential tutorial for those who want to paint themselves the same books that I have, to give them a little face. And today we're going to go forth into it. I see a sneaky lurker out there, by the way. I hope you're good. Merry Christmas. I don't have my takeaway tin lids anymore. I have this that I found in the back of a wardrobe. So now we're going to use this until it's too used to use. My paints are here. Oh, I dropped it. Okay, there we go. These are my paints that I will be using. We got a lovely bit of purple. We got a cheapo black. We got a cheapo white and a cheapo blue. These are bare basic ones you can find at the craft store. At least you can in like places like Hobbycraft and other craft shops. Oh my gosh, my hair's too long. There we go. And we're going to go straight into it. I am going to describe what I'm doing for those who want to do this at home. As if I am Neil from Art Attack. But I'm going to try and explain as best as I can how we do this. Maybe not having a raw pumpkin in the house is nice. Yeah, to be fair, it didn't smell. It just dried out, but it did mean like it was not nice. It was just not nice. So I was like, oh, I can't use this anymore. And that's fine. I've had it for like 7 years, that duvet to paint on. And to be honest with you, I think I gave it a good lease of life after it's gone wrecked and can't be used as bedding. And that's in 7 years of being used as a painting duvet. So I think it did all right. I'm new. I haven't been here for 3 years. Welcome on in, Nightmare, who hasn't been here for 3 years. What's up? What's down? You spent Christmas alone, so it was okay? Oh, nice. That sounds cozy. What did you end up doing? Did you spoil yourself at all? We set up the lightning rods to bring in the lightning. We gotta try and give it a lease of life. We gotta try and make it alive. I'm hoping for a very good storm this weekend so that we can actually, you know, summon it. So that once more it will live. Oh no, is it? Oh, it's doing that thing. Oh, did I fix it? I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. Nothing's coming out, but I also don't want to squeeze too hard in case it goes... And if it goes... Oh, no. I'm going to open it. What's going on here? Oh, okay. It's just coming out sideways. All right. Sure. Oh. Don't know if you can hear those toots, but it's tooting. A new book. Also, hope you had a Merry Christmas. I had a very merry one. How you doing, Andrew? I hope you had a lovely one too. What's up, what's down? Hope you're good. Like a Irish squid. Sort of, yeah. I thought it'd be really cool to have a conjoined twin vibe with this one. A Welsh Bob Ross. Yeah. Try it. We're going to paint a dreadful book filled with grimness and No happy trees here. No, no, no. Instead, we're having a nasty, gnarly vibe instead. If you have like a small metal straw or paring knife, think of clearing cogs and tubes. Yeah. I'm too lazy to get up and get all my painting kit. I just grabbed wherever was in hand, like arm's reach, and I just went, yeah, all right. We'll do with that. Right, if you're following along at home and you want to paint yourself one of these books, obviously skip to the end because you'll see the face. But I paint faces on my books because I like it when they smile back at me. What you want to do is get a load of color on whatever, a takeaway lid, a palette, a bit of cardboard. You get a dry brush, no need for water. I like dry brushing. Dry brushing is where you don't use water at all. We take a little bit of color. That might be too much color actually now that I'm looking at it, but that's fine, whatever. And you just start smothering it on the book. We want to try and keep the color concentrated on the center and smear it out so that the edges still remain black. Why? I think it looks cool that way, and that's the way I do it. You can paint it all the way up to the edges if you want, and if you do, don't worry, that's fine, because we're going to paint around the edges in black anyway to add some extra creep, because this is supposed to be a creepy book. Very creepy. Hi, Lamp! Have we jingled our bells? Hell yeah! Have you jingled your bells? All the merrily ding-dong way? Hi, dear Lamb. Nice to see you. What's up, as Dad? So I'm going to be playing the medium. Playing as Daddy on. Oh, right now. Ooh, how's it going? Bells jingle, logs burned. Hell yeah. You did, actually. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, yesterday, we watched so many Christmas movies. Actually, we watched a lot of Christmas movies over the last 2 days. We watched It's a Wonderful Life because my father was really fixated on the fact that we had to see it because my mother's never seen it, nor did my sister. So we had a nice depressing time with It's a Wonderful Life. And then we watched... What did we watch then afterwards? Inside Number 9, Christmas special, an old one, not a new one. Things like that. A lot of Christmas specials we've seen before. And then yesterday, we had a movie marathon. We started it off with Muppets Christmas Carol. Then we went straight off into Elf because my dad and my mother never seen Elf before. My sister and I were like, how dare you? You need to see it. So we watched Elf. My mother and father are like, it's really silly. And we're like, that's the point. It's good. Then we watched The Grinch That Stole Christmas. No, we watched Krampus. Then we finished off with Grinch That Stole Christmas. And then I went to bed. And apparently they watched a couple of more things. But we ended up like on a proper movie binge. And earlier than that, my father and I watched The King's Speech. Cool. Like we actually sat down and watched The King's Speech. We watched the news. Oh my God, we're such adults. And then we also saw the new BBC thing called what you call it? The Scarecrow's Wedding. Oh, and the night before that was it. We watched Ghost Stories, the BBC's Ghost Stories, because my dad likes to watch it because it's kind of like a tradition in our family to watch the Ghost Stories, and interesting, I guess. And that's what we ended up doing. We had a proper movie marathon the last 2 days. Is the BBC Ghost Story you mentioned on disc? It's not on disc, no. It'll be on the BBC. You might be able to find it in other ways, but I don't think it'll be on disc unless they do another like release like that. I'm not sure. It's just like a half-an-hour short story, but I'm not too sure. I only ever caught it live when I'm at my parents' house. You're watching the FNAF movie? Yeah, and eating chocolates. Nice. I can't wait to see FNAF 2. Under a Christmas movie, Trading Places. You know what? Fair. That's completely fair. Movie marathon Christmas sounds cozy as heck, by the way. It was very nice. We just sat down derping. It was lovely. And then we had a bit of quiet. We got to snuggle up with the dogs. And have a good time. YouTube made me watch The King's Speech last month, and that movie was shockingly bad. Oh, shockingly solid. Oh, yeah, the movie. Yeah, the movie's actually surprisingly good. No, we mean like the actual current king. King, was it Charles? his speech. It just popped up and my father and I went, all right, and let's have it. And most of what we said was like, oh, it's not quite the Queen's speech, is it? Why is he in the Abbey? This is feeling really posh. But hey ho, we actually sat there and watched through it all. The actual royal address. Yeah, we actually watched the royal address. We do try to, just because although we're not really into the royals, we're like, it's a novelty on Christmas, innit? Let's just do it. Why not? So we decided to watch King Charles one because we've never watched his before. So we were like, sure. But the King's Speech movie, yeah, not bad. I actually went to cinema for that. It was during the time where I was just constantly at the cinema on my own. Spike over Angel, 100% agreed. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Including Muppets Christmas Carol. All the movie still thinks I need to see. You need to see Muppets Christmas Carol. It's the best one. Of all the Christmas carols there ever been or ever was, it is the best. The actual best. You mentioned on Discord. Sorry about the amazing wording. Oh, right. Yeah. That's the one I mentioned on Discord. It's a BBC thing. They do it every year where they have a little short ghost story from a book. I can't remember who wrote it off the top of my head. But there's always a ghost story on Christmas Eve. And this year's it was on BBC Two. And we had to watch. Last year was The Woman's Stone. This year was The Room in the Tower. Not too sure what I think of this year's anyway. I think it's had... I'm not going to spoil it, actually. I won't go into it, but I'm not too sure about it. I miss the Queen. I just kind of liked always sitting there in a room going, aye, everyone, everything sucks, doesn't it? Well, hey, we come together, innit? Cool, bruv, eat your pork pies. And you're like, all right, thanks, Queenie. Onwards we go. Yeah, that kind of thing. As do I. Until Christmas Day, and my father's like, oh, look. And I'm like, oh, screw it. Let's watch it. Let's pretend we're into royals. And so we just do it because it's a novelty. And then we carry on with our lives and not really caring that they exist. Even as an independent, at least she was fun. Charles just looks so boring. He seems very bored, but I don't know. I don't get quite the same vibe, but I don't know. Who knows? Just gonna say, if you paint this pattern yellow and put some black V's over it, it'd be Batman symbol. It'd look amazing. I mean, you could do that. You could totally do that. You do whatever you want. You can paint it all green and then go in with red lines and write ha 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 all over it with a dry brush. And then you got yourself a joke book. Get in like a Joker book. Ha 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 ha. I'd almost watch the Muppets Family Christmas before realizing that I still haven't seen FNAF 2. You know what? FNAF 2 is more your Merry Christmas, but I highly recommend one year you should sit down and watch the Muppets. That and Treasure Island, top 2 Muppet films ever. God, Treasure Island's so good with Tim Curry in it. Oh, it's perfect. You're supposed to give a speech to the pheasants. The pheasants? Not the pheasants! Oh my. Yeah, at least Philip looked like a walker zombie. I mean, yeah. Oh, flick some purple over there. Oops, easy. Let's not flick the brush so much. Let's actually take it to the edge a little bit more. Good thing I'm getting a new desk, huh? Only Muppet movie I see is Treasure Island. Treasure Island is a fantastic Muppets movie. Absolutely fantastic. Highly recommend. Hello, Samantha T. What's up? What's down with you? I hope you're good, and same with you and Butch. Were you not playing Elden Ring earlier? I think you were. Pretty sure I saw you live this morning. Well, I say this morning, when I got home earlier today. Hope you had a lovely stream. Also, yes, Muppets' best Xmas movie. It's the one. Catchy sing songs that usually don't like musicals, but the music in that is banging. The Muppets, hilarious. The costuming, brilliant. The story, well-paced. It's fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Anyone watching does not know Samantha Teapot, go and check out Sam. Sam and Butch, her dog. She's wonderful. She does a lot of Elden Ring challenge runs. She's phenomenal. Give her love, give her head pats. Yes, I was. I thought you were. I thought I got my days correct, because my days are so muddled at the moment. How was your stream? Did you have fun? Did you smash anything? With your virtual character destroying enemies is what I mean by that. Fun fact, hearing this... Oh, it's on that screen. Hearing his first line of dialogue in Dragon Age Origins, I just said out loud, oh, bad guy. Tim Curry is the boy. Absolutely the boy. I think he's like my favorite actor. Voice actor, actor in general. One of my favorites. Actually, the favorite. I think he's my number one. I think he takes the place of Nick Cage. Muppet all. I dream of another Muppet movie that's like, just like Treasure Island and Christmas Carol. Haunted Mansion didn't quite do it for me. How you doing, Pop Hackster? What's up with you? I hope you're good. I've got the first line of Professional Pirate people at a meeting about my future job plans before I broke into the chorus. Oh! Into the chorus? What was the chorus? If you can remake any movie The Muppets, which one would it be and which Muppet would you put in which role? Oh, you know what? I could almost imagine the Muppets doing a good young Frankenstein, you know? If it wasn't for Gene Wilder doing, oh, imagine the Muppets Rocky Horror Picture Show. Sam the Eagle as Frankenfurter. I'd be so stupid. Or Meats, you know? As Columbia, maybe. Oh my god, I would love to see the Muppets Rocky Horror. That would be the only kind of like redo I would love to see. I feel like Kermit would do a good Brad. Sam Eagle would be the criminologist. Oh, he would. You're right. And then the guys in the booth, they would be in the office as well, I think. With their, whoa. I think it'd be great. Your sister and you were up to sing each other on Christmas Eve. After all, there's only one more sleep till Christmas. Honestly, I was quoting the Mises all day. You know, there's no cheeses for us, Mises. Because we have a cheese fondue as our Christmas dinner on Christmas Day. Because we do our Christmas Day dinner, our roasties, on Christmas Eve so that we don't have to sit in the kitchen all day. So we just have like little camembert melted with bread and all whatever toppings we want to have on top of it. And so all day I was like, there is no cheeses for us, Mises. Until we finally got cheese. I was like, Jesus! Finally! Oh, I love cheeses. If you read his recent interview, after having a stroke, he is also so much more an introspective man with such good hold on things. He really is. He's a really fascinating dude. I don't really take much notice of a lot of celebrities. I'm just kind of like, yeah, they're people, they do their thing. But he's one of those ones where every single time I hear of him, like, he sounds like a solid dude. Proper solid dude. Really good head on his shoulders, you know? Which I respect. Absolute respect. It was fun. I got stuck on a bus and not dying. The usual. Yeah. I believe in you, though. How much further are you? Because you're in the DLC right now, aren't you? The Muppet movie. With Am I a Man or Am I Muppet is so good. Oh, so good. So good. I love the Cabin Fever song from Treasure Island as well. How you doing, Carl? What's up with you? I'm actually curious about you guys. If you were to replace a movie to be a Muppets movie, you know, like Treasure Island, Christmas Carol, that vibe, what would you change? Which one would you want to be a Muppet movie? And which Muppet would you have as the starring role? Just to be curious. Treasure Island, super good. 2 or 3 years ago was a Halloween one. Yeah, that was the Haunted Mansion one. It was a bit pants, I'm not gonna lie. I prefer the Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion, but it was alright. It just wasn't the Eddie Murphy one. Eddie Murphy one was pretty good. But hey, at least I did it. Sandy Eagle will be perfect. Muppet's eyes wide shut. Oh my god. Bunsen Honeydew as Dr. Scott. So Beaker as Eddie, I suppose. Oh my god, imagine Beaker as Eddie. Undo that from my head. No, please and thank you. Oh, no. Mister, I want some cheese. Oh my god, I'm surprised they haven't done an Oliver Twist, you know, now you said that. Why have they not done an Oliver Twist? Feels like that'd be right up their alley. To do some old, like, musicals. Do you think? I'm surprised they haven't done that. I've always loved the Muppets movie, but for me it's kind of sad. A little, before me and my ex broke, we watched all the movies, so yeah. Aww. But why not turn it into a positive thing instead? You know, change the memories. Watch them anew. With, like, a new group of beings. Or on your own and make it a whole thing. Make it a sing-along. And turn it from something that is a bit sad into something that's more joyous. You know? And then kind of, well, not replace those memories because they can still exist. But change it into a positive feeling instead, you know? This is a movie I would kill for a Muppets and Columbo collab, where Columbo is still human, but every kind of talk is Muppet. Predator. That would be a fun one. This is a movie, but oh, you're right there. Not from the sex, from the pretentious. Oh boy. I'm still bummed we never get the Muppets and Knives Out collab. Oh my god, you don't never say never. We might get a Knives Out Muppets collab. Who knows? God, I hope so. Him and Miss Piggy would be perfect, Brad and Janet. Why have you sent my brain down this road? Because it's so right. It's so right. It should be done. I'm surprised it hasn't been done because it. Oh no, I'm actually not surprised it's not been done because you know Muppets kid films, but it'd be perfect. Be absolutely perfect. I can imagine them all dancing in their corsets and suspenders at the end of the film. So where I live, we had a local travel celeb for all my life. We travel and report back to local cable for 40 years, longer than I have lived. Oh, wow. That's cool. Support property, make sure a homeless shelter did not have to get evicted. Wow, that's really good on them. I was a little shopper. Agreed. But what if Audrey 2 is a human? Just to really flip it. Just to really flip it on its head. Because you're like, oh yeah, Audrey 2's coming up. Oh, that's a man. Oh, that's a man, that is. That would be a vibe. That would be a vibe. I tried to do it. It's just massive sad because I need to watch again. Yeah. It's hard when you have memories baked in from someone of your past that does make things sad. But I think it's important to try and, like, if it makes you that sad, to see if you're able to make a positive out of it. That's not so wah, you know? Sorry, I said that awfully. Not so wah. Not so wah. Oh my god, could you imagine if I went up to someone who's like, oh, Ooky, I need to tell you I'm really suffering with my depression. I'm just like, oh, it's all right. Just don't be so wah, you know? It's okay. It's okay. We all feel a bit wah sometimes. We all feel a bit wah sometimes. But yeah, this is why no one talks to me about their problems. Hi, Malthus. What's up? What's down with you? I hope you're good. Hiya. I like to see Muppet Matrix. Oh, that would be so cool. Who would play Neo? Would Kermit be Neo? Or would he be Morpheus? That'd be so cool. That would be so rad. We need more Muppet movies. Hello, Sasween. I see you too. Happy post-Crumpus. Happy post-Crumpus to you. How you doing? What's up with that with you? I hope you're good. Right. For anyone who's following along the tutorial, if you are, you paint the entire cover, you get as opaque as you want it. I'm quite happy with this, which means I'm going to start on the next step, which is painting the edges black and mapping out where the eyes and stuff are going to be. So I'm going to just go straight in with that. I'm using a black acrylic. Put it on top of the color that I already have here, just to try and blend a little bit in. You don't need that much. Again, you're dry brushing it, so just add as you go. Don't go too crazy, because it's a waste of product. I say, well, I got a big glob right there. But this purple's been in my house for years, and so using it is a good thing. You need to go to wah. Honestly, I'm kind of tempted to just change my follow sound to wah. Sam the Eagle. Oh, yeah. That's even better than having it as a meaty flesh homunculus. Oh, yeah. I think it'd just be so funny. Just have his bloke's head. Just like the most machoest bloke ever. Let's side. I went to new job to train. The boss wasn't even there to train me. He blew his engine coming back from another state. Oh, God. That's annoying. Bit of a waste of your time a bit there. Ugh. I hope you were able to make most of the day otherwise. Fozzie Bear's Morpheus, Kermit, and Miss Piggy as Neo and Trinity. Oh, yeah. Gotta have Fozzie Bear. Gonzo's gotta be somewhere, right? He's always somewhere. Oh, yeah, I read that. So I spent the day training with other employees, doing walkthroughs in the sun, auditioning from the trucking yard. Ooh. Well, at least you got something out of it. So it wasn't a complete waste. That's good. By the chat, not to out Ooky on main, but she did tell me to stop being so wah, and I told her to my seasonal depression. God, Lamb, stop telling people about your wah dumping. Stop wahing. Just smile more and then you'll stop feeling so wah. Such a bumhole. Well, you're going to be playing Nier or Neon? Not anytime soon. We need to finish Tomb Raider this weekend. That is the aim. And then in January, we then begin Majora's Mask on my GameCube for the first time. And not to sound like I'm like tooting my like, oh my god, my family have absolutely spoiled me button. But they got me 2 of the Legend of Zeldas I've asked for Christmas. They got me Wind Waker and also Twilight Princess on GameCube. Which I said to my father, like, you are mental because that thing goes for a lot of money. He's like, yeah, but you wanted it. And I wanted to help you play more games. And I also know you're a bit of a completionist with your collections. So this should make you feel better. And I was like, oh, thank you. So hopefully they work. I haven't tried them out yet. Because, you know, secondhand games, they can be a bit dodgy. But it looks like we're going to be doing Legend of Zelda for quite a while next year. So we're going to do... Because Wind Waker came out before Twilight Princess, right? Either way, we're going to go in release order. So it'll be Majora's Mask. If it is Wind Waker next, then it's Wind Waker, then Twilight Princess, or vice versa. You know, switch around. But that's what the plan is at the moment. We'll do the back-to-back. See, though, why the pattern is this is great. So strokes and have leaf hard edges and dry brush. It's simple. Use a brush that is absolutely wrecked. Don't use any water. Only take a little bit of product, not a lot, and just smash it on the book. And the book's got a little bit of texture too, so it just makes the nicest strokes. It just really roughs it up a bit, you know? Rizzo's Tank Ovs, hell yeah. Every time I hear, wow, I think of Wario. I do live for Wario. I hope there's going to be a Wario game one day. I'd love a Wario game. I just need to move my own muscles more upwards more. Definitely do it. I believe. How you doing, Tallington? And Johnny Panic. How you guys doing? What's up? What's down? Vika has to be switched, so he's not like this scene. It has just to be me. Yes. Yes. You just got here. Will you be uploading this tutorial to YouTube? I will actually. I'll be uploading this onto YouTube. It'll be on live on Tuesday. And I'll try my best to remember to put time codes of when I do each step so that if you wanted to go back, it'll be easy to just go, oh, it's there that Ooky did the edges, or it was there when Ooky painted the base. But yeah, this one will be on YouTube. I've made that decision because I think it'd be nice, because I know a lot of you guys ask about how to do these. And I'll put it this way, they are really, really easy, because the more battered it looks, the better it is. So the more of a mess you make with it, the better it is. And as always, if you feel like you've made a mistake, get the brush with a bit of color on it. Like, for example, I feel like, let's have a look. Let's say this is a little bit too structured, right? Looks a little bit too much of a box here. I take a bit more purple and I swoop it up. And I'll just keep swooping. I'm going to go a little bit higher up, but I just swoop it over. You can paint over your mistakes. So don't be a perfectionist about it. Just be free with your strokes. And it will all turn out. Because you can always paint over your mistakes. At least in this case, you can. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to Wake for Lands. I hope you enjoy your stay. Welcome, welcome. Remember, light layers so that it dries quick. You do not want to be making really chunky, thick layers because it'll take a lot longer to dry. The idea with this is it's not going to take long. That's what you want. 2003 was Wind Waker. Okay, then whichever. I don't really care which one comes out first. Either way, they're both getting played. How you doing, Penguin, by the way? My principal's stylistic response to Wind Waker, actually. To make a more mature-looking game, I guess. I'm very excited to play them both. Wind Waker, I've only ever had that, like, 10-minute trial that they gave on my GameCube. That's all I've ever played of it, so I'm really excited about diving into that one. Really excited. It's going to really indulge my inner child massively. Everyone, there's adverts due in 1 minute and 30 seconds. When adverts roll in this space, it's time to get up and go for a stretch. So I implore you to get up, go for a stretch. If you have work today, look away from your monitors for a little bit if you're able. Have a stretch, get a drink, get a snack, go to the loo, do a poo, do something that's good for you. Do it. Take care of you and yourself. I will not go on to the next step until you're all back from adverts, by the way, if we even make it there. But don't worry, you're not going to miss a step. I will wait until we're all back. I'm eating some sweet and salty popcorn. Nice. Need the entire thing to be serious and dread-inducing as possible. Oh, wait. It'd be so dumb for Muppets Godzilla movie, but in the style of the OG Japanese Godzilla, where they keep it hidden for a bit. The twist is that Godzilla is just a cookie monster. Oh! A cookie monster's from Sesame Street, but yes! Why the hell not? Rate 10 things in the head Muppet Zelda game. It'd be so good. Surprised there aren't more Muppet games. I know there probably are some, but I'm surprised there isn't more. I know we got My Friendly Neighborhood, or My Friendly Neighbor, whichever it was. Okay, I don't think I've seen the ones your parents got you ever. What? Zelda? They definitely exist. They're just crazy. GameCubes go for £100 up. eBay USA. They can do. If you keep your eyes peeled, you can often get a really good deal with buying GameCube games. A lot of the ones I've bought, I've managed to get like under 50 quid. Because I just wait until someone puts them up for a little bit too cheap. And I go, is that right? Wink. It's a lot of patience when it comes to waiting on eBay. A lot of patience. And that's the trick with it, usually. Imperfection is pretty. Yeah. It's very much that vibe. Imperfection is pretty with this. It's what you want. I'm finished off my sunflowers and somehow I messed up before them. Crochet is teaching me that I do not know how to count. My thoughts and energies with you. I hope they're not an obvious mistake that you can live with, you know? There's also a feature like E3 where they first reveal Twilight Princess. You can hear someone in the background absolutely lose their stuff. I can't wait to indulge in all the lore stuff when I'm done playing. Really excited. Oh, Gonzo, it's Godzilla. Oh, Gonzilla! Oh my god. See, it just keeps going. It just writes itself. It absolutely writes itself. Because that's the thing with the Muppets, right? They basically use... I mean, they do have their own movies. But when they take on things like Treasure Island or Christmas Carol, the story's already written. They just need to write in the jokes, right? And where they're going to insert Muppets. And kind of Muppify it. There's so much content out there. There's so much content. So many tales out there that they could do. I would love to see a Frankenstein version or a Dracula version. I just think they would do a fantastic Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, to be fair. But I would like to see something unexpected. Something very unexpected. Thinking of Treasure Island, though, did anyone else see the 2D animation one with a bit of 3D animation? Where they actually go to, like, Treasure Planet instead? That was really good. I really enjoyed that. Oh, good night, fan packs. Enjoy your snooze. Kick the butt, chew the bubblegum, send you all the energies. Every droplet, send you all the vibes, buddy. Doing okay, having a brain fart day. Doing a little task and resetting. Oh, resting, repeat until finished. Hell yeah. You got this. I believe. Here we are. Do. Gotta get those edges. Wanna mash them up real good. Nice. Should have got myself a little thing of water so I can put my brushes in so I don't destroy them further, but meh. Upper X's could potentially be burned, but only if they made it silly and kid-friendly. Oh my god. I would love to see how they would tackle that one. Your mother knits socks in hell, RuPaul and Drag Race. Joke. That would be pretty good. I need a Muppet Charlie Chocolate Factory. Purely to see how they do the tunnel sequence. It would be horrific. I'd imagine it'd be absolutely nightmare-inducing. I didn't do and redo them, but I'm almost done. Hell yeah. I also need to start working on my knitting again. I've had a few days rest because I was getting really frustrated. And now I should do it. Oh, the intro that I've been drawing for forever. I decided to take my iPad to my parents' house for whenever I had 5, I could do some drawing. That file kept corrupting, so I kept drawing a bunch and then losing a bunch of work. Drawing a bunch, losing a bunch, and just so on and so forth. So it's been like the slowest progression. The slowest progression. So now I need to back up my files. Oh, it's been so annoying. I've had to redraw things like 6-7 times. But it's nearly done, this one scene. I've had to make a whole new file just to try and make it smaller. But Fresco was angry with me and I don't know why. But I think I need to take that other file off the off Fresco because I think maybe it's a bit too chunky. Got tech issues in the studio. So many. It's been really annoying. Because this time around, I'm just being a bit more, I don't know. Rather than draw fast, I'm just gonna take as long as it takes, you know? I'm taking my time with this one. A little bit more. Because usually I'm doing it in a rush because I'm like, oh, I've only got XYZ for a bit. So let's just get it done, you know? This one, I'm really taking my time. So I'm getting really detail orientated in ways that I'm like, no one's gonna see this, but I'm doing it for myself, you know? And oh boy. Oh boy. Welcome back from the adverts, everyone. You haven't missed anything. I'm just adding some swirls from the edges a little bit just to give it some like veiny life. And again, if you are following in the future, let me show you what I'm about to do. So I'm about to do something a little bit scary. A little bit scary. I'm going to start mapping where things are going to live. Hi, Navora. What's up? What's up with you, lovely? I hope you're good. Nice to see you. Hello. That's what I did while drawing my first emote, alongside actually procrastinating on it. I just decided I'm going to go elbow deep in this project and just make it however I feel like it. And I think you guys are going to really appreciate how it's going to look, but here's hoping. But yes, if you're following the future, we're going to start mapping things. So I know on this side, I wanted to say book of subs. Over here is where my faces are. So at the back is going to be a face. On the front is going to be what it is, so that when you're looking at it, you know immediately what the book is. So we're going to have to start mapping immediately in black what it's going to say. So let's see. Can I do this immediately? You could just do faces on both sides. I've done that on many of my books. But this is where it gets a little bit scary because otherwise I'm going to have to wait for the black to dry and then paint over it. So it should be fine. I just got to make sure I remember how to spell book. But so far, so good. I'm trying to etch up the edges a bit because I want it to be rough. I don't want it to be tidy. Imperfection is perfection with this, all right? There we are. Here's an O. If you're being really anxious about writing or mapping anything, try and get your brush to be as dry as possible with as little product on as much. So it's almost like you're sketching. You don't have to put as much product on the page like I am. You can go much lighter if you're unsure. Where it kind of almost looks like where I'm doing this line now, where it kind of almost, it's barely there. You can do that before you build your confidence to then start going much further in like this to then really start putting your lines in. But again, if you make a mistake, don't worry. Don't worry. Mistakes happen when you're painting. And again, with this, imperfection is perfection. But if it's really not the kind of imperfection you want, you can paint over it with your color again over the top. And you can do the same thing. You can do it with a dry brush. You just gotta wait for this black paint to dry. Otherwise, it's gonna make it a little bit more darker, which you may not want. But if you do, cool. But if you don't, wait for it to dry and then paint over it and then wait for that to dry and then do this bit. Don't worry. Everybody makes mistakes. I always make mistakes too. We're mortal. There we go. We got book. We got the word book. Sketching permanently. Well, no, this is the thing. Paint is not permanent unless you're doing it on something that cannot be removed. This, if you make a mistake, just paint over it. It's fine. It's going to be fine. Now, let's see. I'm going to try and dry up my brush off a little bit. Let's write O. Another O. Just going to go around. Lower hanging fruit, if you will. Sneaky, sneaky. Are we also going to have a big old Vol 2? Oh, 100%. We're going to have Vol 2 down here, I think. So it's a nice, big, obvious Volume 2. Gotta have it. Gotta be done, right? And we all know it's the second one. Hello, Frankie D. What's up? What's that with you? I hope you're good. Yeah. There we go. And if you think this looks too dark, don't worry. We're going to go in with white to really line it. This is just the border. And then we're really going to make it sing and jump off the page. And that's going to be the really exciting part, in my opinion. I've been squishing little Legos together for most of the day. Now my fingers hurt, but I'm good. Ooh, what kind of Legos are we doing? Are we building anything? Have we got a kit, or are we just building out of our imagination? Hope you're having a good Xmas. I had a lovely one, thank you. It's nice to see you. Now we're going to write the word subs. Again, I'm going to dry my brush because just like everyone else, I feel a little bit sick in my stomach a little bit. When I go in and I'm like, oh, that's too much. That's too much. I thought I managed to scuff off a bit. I did not. That's fine though. I can work with this. I can make it looser. The more I do over the top, I'm going to take my brush, use a much lighter pressure to try and take some of that paint and smear it around. Just smear it a little bit. Just to try and make it affect around a bit more so it's not so harsh in one spot. Doesn't matter if it is, because again, I'm going to cover it with white, but I want that edge to not be so hard. I want it to be a softer edge. Because I feel like it looks better to me. You might disagree, but I do like a softer edge. Like I find that B right there, that's a bit too much of a hard edge. I'm going to rough it up a bit more. Yeah. There we are. Hello, Francois! What's up with you? I hope you're good. Happy holobobs to you. How have you been? Hope you're good. Hello, Matt as well. I am good. How are you? What's up, what's down? Hope you're good. I keep saying that. I need to stop that. That's like my current focus sim is going, I hope you're good. And I'm like, stop. Stop. I've already asked how you are. We'll find out in a minute if you're good. Advocate, that's a skull with some flowers. There's a skull today. I'll do the rest another time. Oh, that sounds awesome. Will you share pictures on socials when you're done? You can say no, by the way. You don't have to. Don't make me feel like don't make me bully you into sharing your creations. Wow, that was a mouthful. I couldn't get that out, could I? Busy with Panto. How was the Panto? Is Panto okay? Is Panto going well? Subs. There we are. Now let's do the burr. Yeah, good, good, good. We're getting places. Getting places. Should I make it a Z? Did I make a Z before? I did. I wrote a Z on it before, so we're going to do exactly the same. I was like, I swear I didn't do another S. It's a Z on the end. Subs. Like a B. How you doing, Dread? I don't know if I asked you today, but I hope you're okay. Subs. Very great. Me and my wife are opening a tattoo studio next year. Ooh, that's exciting. Ooh. Sending you all the wonderful luck and things like that to go alongside it. Ooh, I hope it's everything you dream for it to be. And then some. We're still going. Pooped, but good. 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 Soon. When's the last Panto day? I'm gonna do a little teeny. Oh no, it's a Z. I almost went for an S then. Whoa! Narrowly avoided sheer disaster. There we go. It's a little bit different from the last one, and that's okay. And now I can see I can add an extra swirl there. I've got space. And then we need to write volume 2, because this is the second one we've ever done. And I need to share more to be. Yes, please. Let me be the one that peer pressures you then. Please share it or I'll be sad forever. Wah! Now you have to, because otherwise I'll be sad. You don't want to make me sad. Unless you do, then okay, fair enough. But also, oh boy. Founding version is NYE. Then we do a week of adult version. Ooh, an adult version. That sounds really cool. Ooh. So where all the jokes get a bit dirtier. No more singing Golden by K-pop Demon Hunters. I've heard that was the vibe of a lot of pantos this year. Make that an O. Oh, my brush is it's a bit ragged now. Struggling to do an O. There we go. Founding version NY. Oh yeah, Cinderella. Oh! Sounds naughty. Love it. Absolutely love that. Vol. Then we do a dot. Little dot by there. Writing with actual stuff for us is a challenge, not gonna lie. It is, because your brush, well, it looks like this. Oh. Good job, Self. Good job. But it absolutely is not like a fine end. I did just buy myself a fresh pack of fine liners as well. So I'm very excited for those to arrive. And for those who's waiting for the jigsaw, it'll be back in January too. Don't worry. I haven't forgotten about the jigsaw. It will return. Vol 2. Lovely. That's a good enough sketch. Right, Ed. Now we need to do the face. I've decided this time round I'm going to do 2 faces. This explanation is going to apply to making one face, and then you can just do a second or a third or a fourth or a fifth. How many faces do you want to do? But it's all the same thing. I've decided I'm going to try and do a face up on the top left and the one on the bottom right. So how do you do that? You take the same black brush that you just, if you did right on the front. Otherwise, if you just do the face, take a little bit of black paint, and I'm just going to swoosh my brush around. Just going to swoosh it around. I'm going to make a circle. Again, same applies, a dry brush, and just smoosh it until I get what looks like an eye socket. I start with a lot of pressure in the middle, and then I try to lighten it up as I go out to try and create a little bit of shading and roughness. Now I feel like I want to make the center darker. I take a little bit more paint, and again, I go in the center, I smoosh it, and then I lighten up the pressure as I circle out. And that will create like a sunken eye socket. What you could do there as well, what I just did, if you can see those like extra lines around the edges, I went from going light to heavy with as little paint as I possibly can. So I go very, very light, and then I swoop it out with very, very, very light pressure. And then if I want a heavier line, I'll dip the brush back down to try and get some more lines around. So you know how I do my eyes on everything? It's the same thing. I just go very heavy, and then I lighten the pressure until I get lots of little circles all the way around. So be careful, because that way you won't need to worry about shading later. Exactly. So that we just end doing the highlights. I kind of work from dark to light, especially with these things. I go from color to then going into black, because the black will then mix with the color if anything is still wet, which will create automatic shading. And then I'll add the highlights last. So that way it's shining then. I don't have to worry about going around the white and being precious about it, because I've already done my shading. I don't have to worry about it. Now the light is just going to be the thing that makes it sing a little bit more. You seen K-pop Demon Hunters? Yeah, I did. I wanted to see the animation of it because I had some friends who worked on it, so I wanted to see what it looked like at the end. Hello, Klotsky! What's up, what's down with you? Hope you're good. And then I'm going to do the same here, but I'm going to try and make the eye a little bit smaller. Again, heavy pressure in the center, just making lots of little circles, motions, and then lighten it up. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. I'm going to do it again. I want that middle to be really dark. Remember, you don't need much color. Your brush is probably already saturated with color like mine is. It's like a very well used eyeshadow. And there we go. I got 2 eyes that I think look pretty good. And then I'm going to start mapping the mouth. Again, I'm going to take a little bit of color. I haven't said this entire time, but if you have too much color, you can dab it on a bit of tissue or your palette and just rub it off a little bit. You can kind of see where I've... you can kind of see all those little black smudges is where I've kind of tried to just wipe off a little bit more color because I don't need it. But now I'm going to do the mouth. Now, how you do the mouth, you could do it as like a U shape if you want to make them smiling, but I like to do this. I like to make a single line like that. And then I'll smoosh it a bit more. I'll smoosh it a bit more. Until I get basically like a mouth. And then I'll just keep smoothing around. Very light pressure. And I'll try and let the brush create the emotion for me. Because I'll tell you this much. Life comes to these faces in the highlight stage. In the highlight stage is when they really gain their personality. You can try and force an emotion on them, but it's when you get the teeth in is when they absolutely come alive. And that's when the emotions come in. Because I think these are one of like those sort of designs that just, they have their own personality. At the moment, you can kind of see a face. What is the expression? Who really knows? At the moment, kind of just looks like he's just gone, ha! With no teeth. He's gummy right now. I might even, you know what? I'm going to try and flick it upwards a little bit in the corner. Again, I've got like very little paint. I'm going to try and flick it upwards to try and give it a smile.
but you're not going to get much of it. I always try to make them like boxes. Not a very obvious box, but I do try to make them boxes because then you've got a little bit more freedom. How many teeth you can smush in. But yeah, at the moment he's gummy. He's eyeball-less and gummy. I'm going to try and lead by example. I'm going to try and give him a little bit of a smile. I'm going to try and turn his mouth a little bit upwards. I'm not going to go in with a lot of colour. A lot of paint even. You can kind of see he's getting a little bit of like Jack the Killer. No, Jeff the Killer, that's the one. Shadowing going on there. Or maybe a bit of an Oogie Boogie. A little bit of that. Little bit of a smile. But will it look like a smile at the end? I don't know. We want 5 faces. No, there's only 2 faces for this 1K. Only 2. Still 3 live in the horizon. No, it's 2 because it's in volume 2. By 3, we'll maybe do 3 faces. We'll have to see. How you doing, Red? Merry Christmas to you and your family. I hope you're good. What's up? What's down with you? And then we're going to do another face here. I'm going to do its other eye here. We're not done with the faces, by the way. I'm just drawing in the next eye so I can kind of map a bit more. I'm going to do this face a little bit larger to really command this bottom space. Here we are, and then his other eye by here. Again, still doing the same thing that I did with the other eye. A lot of pressure and lighten it as I go out and try and slow my brush work on the way out just to create some natural shading. Ah, do they really ask Vicky? Yeah. First they look like empty voice. They do. This is it. They don't really come to life until you start adding the highlights. You can kind of get an idea. But the white is what really makes them sing. So I felt when I created humans. Hey! It's the eyes and the teeth that give a lot of life into things, I find. I need to decide if I'm going to give these guys pupils. Not too sure yet. Not too sure. Am I going to give this one a 3rd eye? I don't know. I don't know. And let's give this one also a mouth. I'm going to give him a slightly larger mouth. Slightly larger. Gone in a bit crazy with paint, not gonna lie, but that's okay. Let the bodies hit the floor. Command your bottoms. Gotta command the bottoms. This one looks a bit more perplexed than the one up top, doesn't he? A little bit more perplexed. There we go. So how am I gonna try and combine these guys? Well, first and foremost, I'm surprised no one's noticed they haven't got nostrils. How are they gonna breathe? To do nostrils, you take a bit more paint, and we're just gonna make triangles. I like to try and map with my brush a straight line on one side, and then a straight line on the other side. You can decide the length of it, whatever you decide. I do the same for the other one. Then I'm gonna give him his nostril down there. Don't worry, they don't have to be symmetrical. Remember, imperfection is perfection with these guys. Gotta rest my arm because that's dry. Yeah, good. Gotta rest my arm there. And then how do you make them triangles? Because I just got lines on my book, you're thinking. You take your brush. See the line? I'm going to go in on a diagonal and do a bit of that. Now I'm getting a bit of a triangle. I'm going to take the other side. I'm going to pull it a little bit further out. Same with the other side on the other face. I'm going to pull it out. Pull the other side out. And then you just connect the bottom. Just going to connect the bottom. My brush is absolutely ragged by now. You may want to change your brush by here to be a little bit more of a pinpoint one. I'm just going to work with my brush to further employ that imperfection is indeed perfection. You don't have to be perfect. I'm going to make his little triangle nose. And now they're starting to have kind of a living face. Now they can at least breathe. And they can breathe through their mouth. Or if they want to smell the world, you know? Now they got little nostrils. I'm going to pull these guys out a little bit more. I don't usually go for such large nostrils, but hey, these guys have. Their faces kind of like take shape the way they do. You can kind of go in with an idea. You can be as planned out as you want, but if you go in loose, the faces just form how they're going to form. And I kind of love that. You can take the nostrils a bit higher. You can take them a bit lower. You can make them longer, shorter. You can do whatever the heck you want. These are just nostrils. There's no flesh there, which is why they're looking very bony. They can be mouth breathers. I mean, you can make them mouth breathers if you want. You can give them gills if you want. Same sort of thing. You just give them lines either side of their face or down where you think their neck would be. But also, you don't have to do that. I'm going to go in and give some extra swirls over here since I've got a nice big blank spot by there. I'm going to do the same down here. I'm going to add some extra swirls. Now, I want them to almost look like they're sort of the same face, right? There's a part of me that was thinking about adding stitching. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take a very dry brush and I'm going to make kind of half moon shapes, like a crescent. And I'm going to kind of direct it here. You might be able to see that shape coming in a little bit. It's very, like, basically no paint on my brush. And then up top, I am then going to go the opposite way. And you can kind of look. It looks like skin is pulling into the other a little bit. That is what I want. I want it to look like the skin is being pulled into the other. And what you can do to add a little bit of extra dimension, you can make them into a Y shape, which I'm going to do with this one. I'm going to add an extra Y to it. To almost add an extra crease into that bit of skin fold. And then to also sell it a little bit more, I'm going to add an extra line, just very subtly above it, to add an extra ripple, extra skin ripple. And you can just keep adding ripples throughout. I'm going to try and take in the shape of the eyes as well, or where things are going to go. So how I got a mouth down here, I'm trying to take that shape away from the mouth so that it's not going too close into it, and it's taking in the idea that there is still dimension in the face, even though they're clearly 2D, but giving some more dimension to it. Raziel, what's up with you? I hope you're good. What's up with them? I hope you're alright. I'm going to do the same with this face down here. I'm going to add another crescent shape just to try and make it look like it's getting pulled from beneath. Same with up here. I'm going to do another crescent shape up here. Just to try and make it look like this skin is really being flattened out. You don't have to do this, obviously. You can do it wherever you want. You can do a nice solid black line from one corner into the next. And again, with your brush, you can just go in and make little lines all the way through with your dry brush and doing the same sort of thing, crescent shapes if you want. Then you can go in with a white and draw in between where you've got your lines, the white stitching. And that looks so pretty. Really, really pretty. I mean, it'll look horrible, obviously. That's kind of the thing with this. It's a beauty and horror. To me, it's beautiful. To others, it might be like, oh, that's minging. And that's kind of what you want. The beauty in it being minging. Top one said a bad joke, and the bottom one is exasperated. Where you're like, oh god, another book? And to further help with the expressions, I'm also going to add some like mouth indentations. So you know if you take your finger and put it along your gum and take it over where your teeth are and just do it like that, you can feel in your gum line, there is like lines from where your tooth root is going into your gum and out again. You do that, you can feel the grooves, and I'm trying to get those grooves along the mouth lines. I find it makes them look way more dehydrated, which is what I kind of want. I want them to emulate being a skinned book, but not actually a real skinned book, because that's gnarly. But you could do that. You could do it with liquid latex, something like that. Maybe one day I'll show you how to do that, because I've done that before. It's really creepy. You can make your own necronoms. And that's really cool as well. I feel like I went a bit too hard there, but hey, remember how I said earlier? You make a mistake, you just paint over it. Let me take a little bit of that purple. A little bit of that purple. I'm going to dry it off. I'm going to try and smoosh it over the top, just to try and lighten it up a bit. Just to try and line it up. Just take a bit of paint, slap over it, or even completely erase it. Now it's barely there. You can always go back and fix your mistakes when you come to painting. Obviously, there are consequences just like life. But you can absolutely try and change the outcome a little bit, or adapt to change the outcome a little bit. Learn from your lessons. Get a better result in it. Never drawing the same way ever again. You can do it with pencils as well. Ballpoint pens. It looks great with a ballpoint pen. I love drawing noses this way because you can be really free with how you go up the nostril and create that shape. It's really fun. I love it. What do you weave? He's well watered, I can assure you. He's very well watered. There's so much, teacher. Well, I'm just doing it in case anybody in the future wants to follow along. Because I know I get asked about how I do these faces, and I try to make them really quick. And for me, I'm calling myself an idiot. Idiot-proof. And something I came up years and years and years ago of how to do my books like this. Because I wanted something that's quick, won't take me very long, won't take me like more than half a day, if that. This is going to take me this entire VOD. Maybe less than that. And you'll have a book with a face on it by the end. You can take as long as you want, as slow as you want. Just know that the more paint you add, obviously it's going to take a lot longer. Idiot-proof, huh? Is that a challenge? I mean, you can definitely do it the idiotic way if you want and be like, oh no, I got my paintbrush stuck in the fan. But I like to think it's loose enough that no matter how many mistakes you make, you'll still end up with a result that looks really cool. How you doing, Cos? What's up with you, though? I hope you're good. Hello, Taz, as well. What's up with you? I hope you're good. Again, I'm going in with purple because my brush is a little bit too gammy now, I've noticed. The lines are coming out a little bit harsher than I want, so I'm just going in with a bit of purple to rough it up a bit. Just to rough them up a bit, just to try and thin them up and make them look a little bit less rough. Well, less harsh is the word I'm looking. I don't want them to be too obvious. This is a personal thing. You may want them to look a lot more obvious, and if they are, hell yeah, power to you for making your book extra dehydrated. I want mine to look a little bit still kind of like they've had a glass of water today. I'm gonna just take my purple and just try and get a little bit more shade there. But I think that's looking really cool. I'm gonna just go in with this nostril a little bit more because I feel like this nose is a little bit too harsh along the edges, and that's not a bad thing. I'm just gonna rough it up a little bit there. And down there too. Just a little bit more roughing. I kind of want to take this nostril on the right a little bit higher, so I'm going to take a little bit more paint. I'm going to take it a little bit more higher. Yeah. Nasty nostril. Gooey fresh boygies. All the fresh boygies. I just really like making them look really rank. But we'll see. It might be an absolute flop, this one. I usually end up really loving all the faces I paint because they all have their own personality and expressions. I think it's really cool. I'm having to use the camera to look at it because I'm not stood down seeing it. I'm kind of sat on an angle. So that's okay. Oh, that's a bit of harsh paint. That's okay. I can lighten that. Okay. Go back in with a bit of purple to try and lighten that that line a bit. Not keen on that. There we go. A little bit more. Nice. Okay. I feel like I'm done with my black paint and my... Oh, actually, hang on. That mouth is still not quite opaque for me. Let me just do an extra little line there. There we go. I'm going to go in with the white next. I'm going to leave it to dry for a minute because I just did a bit of line there. Right, going to leave it a sec. Going to let it dry up. And then we'll go in with the white and highlight it and give it some life. I just realized you did your 4 sunflowers with the wrong hook. Sorry, so I gotta start them again. Are you sure though? If they look fine, they should be fine, right? That new PC's Windows 11 out? Yeah, it's Windows 11 and he is happy. He hasn't set up properly yet, but he's sorted it out, so now it's ready to go. So he just needs to get ready to transfer everything over onto the new PC. Yeah, he's got it now. He's really chuffed, really, really happy. Hi, Void. Happy holidays to you. What's up, what's down? Getting ready for bed. Been and still at your dad's. Feel like I've not had enough booze to PH. Oh no! Hope you get a little bit more merriment on your future. Italian stuff from relatively new place. First time ordering from there. Ooh, how was it? Was it nice? I hope everyone who celebrated Christmas had a good few days of merriment. Oh, definitely have had a bit of merriment. Thank you. I think my one consistent problem when it comes to drawing is that I'm way too rigid and stuff with everything. Like, I can't get the lines to flow by them and be themselves. And watching you made me realize that. It takes practice, if I'm honest. Like, I'm not going to joke with you. I used to be a really firm line drawer. Like, I was not very loose with my lines. I was very much like, this line is the face line, and that's that. So I made sure, like, way ago, I used to just draw firm lines all the time, no matter what. And it took a long while till I realized, why am I so firm? Why can't I just draw loose lines to indicate things, and then go in with a harsher line afterwards, and just use the sketching and the marks that the pencil makes to add a little bit more to it. And I find that makes it so much more fun. It's like how I am. The first thing I did, that is literally how I've always ever since drawn eyes, because you'll see in a lot of my drawings, my eyes, they always have a firm line and they go off into a softer line. And that was how I did. Like, I played round till I found out that's what I need to do. So there's places to put like firm lines, and that'll be for like jaw lines and neck lines for me. But then when it comes down to clothes, I just go loose and go, you know what? We're gonna make this arm like woo-hoo-hoo for a big old shoulder puff. You know? Things don't need to look like reality sometimes. It's fun to just go, you know what? I'm gonna go berserk. I'm gonna draw this thumb absolutely loose and massive, and still draw in all the like usual details of like a knuckle line, the nail, the little bit of skin that's skagged, a little bit of hair on it, and just do that bit realistic, but then just draw the shape wild. And before you know, you'll be way looser, because you're like, it's not caring less about the end result, because you still care about the end result being what you envision it, but it's being a lot more free. A lot more free. And it takes a lot of learning, I think, because we all want to try and create masterpieces, and it's sometimes important to remember you're not always going to create masterpieces, but sometimes by playing you may end up with a masterpiece. You know, it's hard to try and unlearn that you don't need to make everything perfect. Again, imperfection can be so much fun to play with, because you're like, oh, I screwed that up. How can I make that look good? And then work with it until it looks vaguely something cool, and just keep going with it until you end up with an end concept that you're like, actually, that's sick. They are considered bigger than the other 9, so assembly would be rather difficult. Easy to redo 4 than 9. Oh, fair enough then. Fair do. I was going to say, like, but they could just be chunkier ones, but fair do. Better than usual, like a pizzeria. Ooh, that's good. That bodes well. Have you thought about doing a book of subs where every doodle is a doodle of a face, like the face of the cover? There's like the subs are trapped in the pages. You know what? While it's drying, I'm going to explain how Volume 2 is going to work, because it's going to work different from Volume 1. Because what's my knee got to be upset about? It's probably upset and kind of scared, because on this knee, I boshed it in a door. You can see where I got the handle. It's a lot better now, but that's probably why this knee's like, oh, look at the bruise. Oh. And then the face that's on this knee is this face. He's angry. Very angry knees. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So how this book is gonna work compared to the last book. Hi Black Jock, how you doing? What's up with you? How this book is gonna work differently. So last book, what I did was, even when I was streaming on Saturday and Sunday, if someone subscribed, gifted a sub, renewed their antlers, I would ask, what would you like drawn in the book of subs? And then thunder would go off. This book doesn't have life in it yet. That's why there's no thunder. Thunder will come next week when we give this book some life, and it'll activate. And then it's gonna be ready for all of our ideas. this, so I would write in my little doodle, my little notebook, someone's name, I would do a dash, and then I would write in their request. And then that's what I would do for everything. And I very quickly got overwhelmed with a backlog because I was very spoiled. Very, very spoiled. I am in awe how spoiled I got to have such a backlog. It was crazy because the only reason I got a backlog is because I only would do it on Fridays. For like 3 hours I would droodle, and then Saturday and Sunday, if someone went a bit cuckoo or everyone went cuckoo, oh no, now I've got like loads of requests, which is awesome, but I would always end up with a backlog. And then I started to notice towards the end of that book that a lot of people who wanted to see their drawings would have to wait weeks and weeks and months to see their drawings go in the book. So, how is this going to work? It's going to work a little bit differently. I am not going to have a notepad on me on the weekends. I am not. I'm not going to be writing in everyone's request into a notepad. How it's going to work this time round, and we're going to experiment because it might go back to how it was if it's too messy and it doesn't make sense, but we're experimenting. How this one's going to work. On Fridays, if you are subscribed, you can request what goes in the book. You are allowed one request, and I will write it down on Friday. I'll have a note. I'll write down what your request is, and then I'll draw all of that in one stream. Everyone who is here on a Friday, and I'll try and draw all of those in one sitting. And to help us from having repeats, because how we ended up last year is that we'd be like, oh, it's another cake. Oh God, it's another cake. We've drawn cake 6 times already. To avoid that, we're gonna have themed Fridays. So whether it's myself or someone in chat, we will all come up with a theme for that specific page, and that will be the theme of those 2 pages until that one is done, and then it'll be a fresh theme. And that's how we will roll it. So that way we can all really flex our imaginations to come up with really cool concepts or ideas or critters or whatever that coordinates to the theme, and thus we'll have themed pages. So I think it'd be really cool. So we could literally have a faces page where the whole page is different kind of faces and different emotions, and it could be whatever. So we could technically do that. And this way then, that means that whoever is here on a Friday will see their things drawn. And I think that'll be so cool. So cool. And if it happens to be a quiet Friday, and say there are more non-subscribed people than subscribed people, I will have a potential channel point where it will go off once an hour, potentially, of non-subscribed people who may want to doodle in the book as well. A one-off. And those who are subscribed obviously is going to be first come, first serve, because this is the book of subs, and it is the name of it, and that is the name of the game, because I want a memory book of all those who went a little bit crazy. But I will allow it if it happens and we get there, we will allow someone who is not subscribed to also join the page as well. And I think that'd be really fun to give those who are not able to subscribe a chance to also partake in the book, you know? And I think that'd be really nice to offer that as an also additional of, because not everybody is able to subscribe, or if there's someone who's gifting out subs, they may not get one, you know? And I want to make it fair, and I think that'd be a really nice way to also coordinate them into the memory book as well. So we'll have that going, and I think this will be a really cool thing. So is it 1 request per month? Per stream, not per month, per stream. So if you have been subscribed for the whole month and you come into every single Friday stream, you are allowed requests every single time you come into that Friday stream. And that way, then I think that works way better. That way I don't have to calculate who's already done their request that month. It's just who turns up on a Friday. And I think that'll be a lot more fairer and squarer for everyone. I think it'll be a lot more fun. I think it'll flex our imaginations a lot more. It'll maybe up the pressure a little bit more. But I think it'll be a really cool way to do it this time round. That way then we'll hopefully have a lot more freshness to it. There won't be so much of a backlog. Oh, it spat on the book. Ew. Well, I guess blood, sweat, and tears are actually going into this one. Maybe I need to cry next. But I just think it'd be a really fun way to do it, because it gives an opportunity to someone who may not be subscribed. It will also be a nice way for everyone who is subscribed, who wants to see the drawing go in the book. They will see it if they are there on the day to request it. And I think that'd be a way cooler way to do it. Do you guys agree? I hope you guys agree. That's what I'm thinking anyway. It's something I've been mulling over in my head for ages, and I think that is probably a cool way to do it. Because I didn't mind doing it the way before, and if it turns out this way is too messy and it doesn't work, we'll just go back to how it was, and I'll just write everyone's request in the book. But I think this is a nice way to keep it so that we're not having so much of a backlog where people are like, have you drawn my drawing yet? Oh, I don't know. Let me go back 6 months. Oh, yes. No, I haven't gone there yet. And I think this will be a more flexible way of doing it in the future so that new and old can all partake, I think. And I think it'd just be really fun. I think it's cool and slightly more interactive. Yeah, that's my thinking. I think it'd just be a really fun way to keep it to a Friday, the energy of a Friday, you know? Because then we're all hyping together. And I think that'd be way more fun instead of being like, oh yeah, this is a doodle from 8 months ago when I was playing XYZ. That's funny, which was always fun to like have that re-feeling of a stream of past. But I feel like it's going to make every page feel a bit more current, which I think will be really fun. I wonder what blood type Ooky would be. I haven't got a clue what blood type I am. Probably down in my doctor files at some point, especially when I have my bloods taken. I haven't got a clue. Have you ever taken a sip of water paint cleaning on accident? Oh, yes, 100%. 100%. I've once stuck a paintbrush in my mouth because I used to like paint with my paintbrushes like this. And, before. Oops. Would not recommend. That's not fun. But I think it'd be a really nice way to make it so that no one feel like, hopefully no one will feel like they're missing out. It's my thought process on this one. I feel like I missed things. The handle on the knee, I assume you're 8 foot tall. No, I have a board in the living room so the ferrets can't get out, like a baby gate, and I have to pick my knee up to my face to get over it. And that's how I caught the door handle, because I'm an idiot. How you doing, Doctor? What's up with you? And also, Young at Heart, happy Boxing Day to you. What's up with you? I had to stop requests for months on end this year, specifically because of the backlog. Yeah, because I took a few Fridays off, and because I took Fridays off, that's why we had an even bigger backlog. And I don't want to have that happen again. I want to be able to, like, keep it up in a way that I think would be really fun. And who knows? If it turns out a night happens where no one is subscribed at all, like no one with Atlas turns up, guess what? Chat's gonna take over. I will allow it so that everyone who is not subscribed can take over that page. That's we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. Again, it might go back to how it was, but I think this would be a really cool way to move the book onwards this time round. Anyway, if you're following in the tutorial, we're gonna do the highlights now. Get some white paint on your board wherever you're putting your paints. I'm gonna first do the writing while my brush is nice and fresh. My brush is just a teeny weeny itty bitty little brush. I also have a backup brush just in case I need it. I'm gonna take a little bit of white, I'm gonna smoosh it a little bit, and I'm just gonna do my lettering. I'm just gonna go straight in over the top of the black. Because it's dry, I don't have to worry about it turning grey. I mean, it will turn a bit grey from where the white goes a little bit less opaque. Naturally, where it goes a bit more translucent. I'm gonna go straight over the top until I get the kind of shape I want. Purple paint tastes best. No, I don't recommend it. It's horrible. It tastes bitty. Very bitty. Which I can think of as having a pre-made list of themes just in case we either have quite far or people don't come up with a theme. Yes. I will take requests in the suggest what Ooky do as well if anybody wanted to. And I'll put in my pins so that way I got a quick click if I don't have an idea. But I think it'd be fun. It's nice that people have time to think about what they want to request. So on a Saturday and think over it till Friday. Yeah. And then you can just turn up and go, what's the theme? Oh, I want this. Instead of being like, oh no, I'm on the spot. Which did happen when people were like, oh, I don't know. Artist choice, which is great and all. But it's also like, oh, but I want you to decide what you want. But also, I don't want you to feel pressure that you have to come up with something. And that way then, if you did want to have something, you can just turn up and say it. And if you don't want to, you don't have to feel pressured into it. It's an opportunity to request if you want when you're in part of the atmosphere, you know? Instead of being like, oh no, I'm on the spot. Oh no, too many lights. You want an elephant. Well, we'll see. We'll see. The only thing I will say, I would hope everybody would try and coordinate a request that goes with a theme. If it's too off theme, I may ask for you to rework it slightly, or I'll figure out a way to rework it, but it'd be nice if it could all go in theme with the theme of the page. I don't know, maybe one day we'll have like a dessert bar, so I'll draw, someone can have a bar, and I'll draw the bar in whatever theming that they, whatever they requested, like a bar made of a hot dog. and then everyone's desserts are on top of the bar. I think that'd be a really fun way to do it. I think it would be really challenging for me. But I think it'd be a really fun challenge to take on now that I'm quite confident with doodling on the fly. My brain's gonna work wonderfully. I hope so. You heard of sub-only chat. So Ooky's channel is now introduced lurkers only chat. I mean, it might happen. There might be a lurker page one day where it's like, all right, lurkers, the subs are out. I need my lurkers to come out, and we're gonna have a lurker page. Is it equivalent of striking the book with lightning because it's coming to life now? Yes. Not quite yet. Until all those teeth are in, then it's alive. But the teeth are not in. Right now we are just creating the name, so we all know what it's called. I might go in again with a bit of black around the white. Right now it's looking all right, I think. Hello, Heartic. What's up with you? I hope you are well. What's up with down? Merry Christmas. Hope the big mom's good to you this year. I've been very spoiled this year. Very spoiled. I hope you felt very spoiled, whether by your own doing or by others. What's up with down, Heartic? I hope you're good. Nice to see you. Lovely. Oh god, Chad, imagine a creepypasta theme where such as creepypasta entities. Yeah, I think it'd be sick. I did toy with the idea of making it so that we have to vote on one image on the page being fully colored in. I did toy with that idea. But I feel like that would take too much time. But I will do my best this time round to scan the book immediately. As soon as the page is done, scan it. I'll make it available online for you all to see much sooner. Rather than what I would do and forget for weeks and weeks, I'll try and make it part of my weekly rituals to scan it and upload it ASAP as soon as the page is complete. Immediate scan. Well, I got a printer scanner now, which before when I had my book, I did not have. I had to take all the pictures with my DSLR or my phone. Which that was the trouble. My phone would usually be dead by end of stream, or my DSLR's not charged. So it's like, until I can do that, then I'll do it, you know? Whereas my printer's over there, it's always on, so why should I not just use the scanner and just immediately scan as soon as the stream's over, and then I'll upload it when I got 5. Like a giant colored image in the middle with little bits around it. That's what I was thinking. Maybe we could all vote on which one is going to get the star treatment and be the protagonist of the page. Which could work. It could all work. But I was also like, might take too much time. Might take too much time. Especially if we're about to start a fresh page. Cool shit, thank you. It's my pajamas and this is my painting jacket. How you doing, Post? Merry Boxing Day to you. I hope you're good. I hope you haven't had to punch too many roos or anything like that, because that's what people do in boxing, right? Lovely. Nice. Happy holidays. Uno reverse ×3. Just gotta be like faces and be fast and loose with everything. Just like how my doodles were before. Chaotic as fast as I can get them done. And see how I can make it work. Ooh, send me a copy of each book as subs to the PDF for color for 99 quid for a limited time. I mean, if you want to pay 99 quid per page, I'll do it. I'll send you each page immediately on the night if you pay me 99.99 quid. I'll do it. For 99 quid, sure. Why the hell not? You have Arby's over there, Ooks. I had beef and cheddar for dinner and lunch. I don't think we do have an Arby's. If we did, it'd probably be in London. No, I don't think we have an Arby's. Kate's got that oil baron money, god damn. Kate's been rinsing RuneScape, clearly. Oh, and for those who are wondering about the previous book, about it being scanned and all that, I'm waiting until my next break from my current job. Because I'm kind of getting ready to start scanning pages. I'm going to wait until this gig is done, because I'm not going to have time to do it, but I'm going to wait until my next like little break between work, and I'm going to go crazy and ham with scanning pages, cleaning them up, and start organizing them to try and get them printed. It does, it's a lot of work. Exactly why it has to be when I don't have a job. And if anyone's like, oh my God, Ooky, how can you protect you not having a job? I'm a freelancer. Breaks between work happens, unfortunately, frequently. So I always try to fill up that time with doing something that's on my to-do list of life. And that's usually either like sorting out the house, doing a project that I needed to get done, XYZ. I feel like it's probably the best time to do it is then. Yay, work breaks. You say yay. Boo, no work. Can't pay my bills and rent during that time. But, you know, you might as well fill up the time with being busy so I'm not looming on the fact that I can't pay my rent and bills when I don't have work. It's not quite a paid leave. That's not so good. I've not heard of Arby. It's an American food franchise like Wendy's, I believe. I believe it's the same sort of food. I could be wrong though. All right, folks, it's getting late, so I'm gonna head out and get some rest. Bye, lamb. Rest your butt, kick the butt to the bubblegum. See you soon. Have a good one. It's nice to see you. There we go. I'll try to at some point as well with some of these tutorials I do on stream. I'll try to make a shorter one. I did try ages ago to make a tutorial of this, but I just was never happy with how it turned out. And then I lost all the recordings. At some point, I'll try and do another one. That's a bit shorter, so you don't have to skip through all me chatting with everyone, but... That's a future me problem, not a me now problem. We can say yay. I can say yay. I can pretend it's a good thing. Okay, yay! No work, which is kind of a yay feeling, I'm not gonna lie. Make that a swirl. And I'm also going to make a swirl down here. Stands are chatting as well as this works tutorial, to be honest. The instructions are very clear. I'm hoping so, because I'm going to try and put the time code just as I'm about to describe each space. So that hopefully it's like an immediate instruction followed by a load of chatting instead, so it works out better, you know? That is the hope. Will it work though? I don't know, but I feel like everything's kind of making sense. But I will think that because I know what I'm doing. I'm not going in to do the Vol 2 down here. Oh, I'm so glad you guys like the way I've been mulling over how to do the book. I hope it works the way I've got it in my head. You can always adapt and figure things out as we go like we did the first one. I think this way will work much better. No, not Sunday. God, not Sunday. Feels like it should be Sunday. God, no. Definitely feels like it's Friday. Because I don't want to go back to work on Friday yet. It's next Friday I go back to work. I love work, but I want a break. I need a test run, of course. I think it should work fine. I imagine there'll be a point where I'm like, oh gosh, I'm kind of running up against the clock, but I guess I can just manage my time. And that's going to be a me thing to make sure I'm managing how fast things are going by being either really erratic or really slow. But I did that before. I would change how I would draw depending on the time of the night. BBL? What's BBL? It's the same thing. Yeah, it's the same thing, just different format. I just like the idea that those who want to see their things drawn, they'll be able to see their things drawn much sooner. And I think that's really important. I'm just going to thin up this line up here on the B because I think it's a little bit... Oh, be back later. Fair enough, post. Enjoy the shadows. Thank you, Tullington. I'm not hip with the kids and their lingo. I'm an old woman. I had to explain to my parents, and my sister what 6'7" is, by the way. Because they were like, I don't get it. Why do kids say that? I'm like, that's the point. It's meant to be a bit daft. Like, I don't get it, though. It's like, I know. It's not meant to be got. I don't get it. It's supposed to be that way. No one knows what it means. Exactly. That's the part that makes it funny. Is that no one knows. Which now I know that's what it is. That's what makes it funny. Yeah. Now I know it means nothing. Now it's a lot funnier hearing it instead of being like, why? So I had to explain it to my families who were like, it means nothing. That's the thing that makes it funny, is the fact that no one knows. It's just stupid. It's a number that means nothing. It's not like 420 that means something. It's not like 69 that means something. It's just 6, 7. Could have been any number. The 6, 7 is even funnier, I think, because of the fact it's not even close to 6, 9, is it, really? Like, it's just gonna be that. No. Barry! You sneaky goose, you! Sorry I didn't respond to you, by the way. I was busy putting lip stain on. But I was lurking the whole time. Anyone my streamer does not know Barry, give them love, give them head pats. They are an absolutely true. Oh, whoops. They're a really wonderful soul. Go over there and give them love, give them head pats. I dare you. I triple dare you. Do it. Give them love. Do it. Oh gosh, there's adverts. No. Snooze the ads, snooze the ads, snooze the ads, snooze. We're snoozing them. We're snooze them. Just for a little bit, just for all the rages. Anyone my streamer does not know Barry Carlian, go and give them love, give them head pats. I dare you. I triple dare you. Barry gets up to a wide array of shenanigans. Today they were controlling. Well, they were trying to make vehicles for creatures. There was a point where he made a fish bowl with like armature for a fish to sit in and also get out of the sea. Yeah. I don't get it, but it was fun to watch. Give Barry some love, do it. He's a wonderful soul. If others just come in the rain and don't know who I am Ooky! Hiya! Welcome on in, everyone. Hi. Screaming Mush Lady. I'm currently working on a brand new book cover that I'm kind of giving a tutorial of as I go along as well. But welcome on in, everyone. Hope you're all good out there, really too. It's nice to meet you all. If you want to know what we get up to in this space, what do the Ooky do? We do stuff like that. I also play games. I don't just do arts and farts. Some of the time. Welcome on in, everyone, though. I hope you're good out there. Barry, if you need to run off and do your afternoon self-care and enjoy your Boxing Day, you do what you gotta do. Send you all the good vibes. All of the good vibes. Lip stain raid. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Mr. Rescue the buff light. Yeah, I heard the hatred about the buff light. I was straightening my fringe and I was like, what's wrong with the butterfly? Is this still dry brush? Yes, still dry brush. Not an ounce of water on this desk. I would recommend you have a little glass of water next to you so that when you are done with a brush, you put it in there to save your brushes. But I don't care about my brushes because a lot of my brushes are secondhand anyway. So I'm a little bit more brutish with my brushes. Because I put them through the ringer a little bit. Ooh, look at that bee. Letter B, not square. Ooh. Yeah, still dry brush. Okie dokie. I still don't like that bee. That bee's too perfect to me. Way too perfect. I think it's this bit. I think it's just that little bit too much like a butt. Fine as whatever. So the whole booty thing on YouTube Shorts about brush toilet for mini paintings. Oh yeah, you can do that technically. That day you could cry with Game Cat. That was an awful day. When ads roll, we pause so you don't miss anything. Not one way to. Well, we actually do in this case because I don't want you guys to miss the next step, which is giving life to these faces. Everyone, adverts are due in 2 minutes and 20 seconds. I'm going to pause up for a little bit until you're all back from adverts, and then we're going to carry on finishing off these faces and finishing off the book together. So prepare yourselves. Adverts will be coming up very shortly. Get your drink, get your snack, go to the loo, do a poo, do something that's good for you. Do it. Take care of yourselves out there. Gonna come out with nowhere. You made a royal necronominoms. It's always my aim is to make a necronominoms. Good stuff. Actually, what I'm going to do during the ad break, I'm going to add some swirls on here now that I can see where there's some blank spots, like around here. I'm going to add some little swirls. I think it'd be nice to add some extra swirls. Is it really going to transform the look? It goes from looking like not, well, like, oh yeah, those are obviously faces to, oh my god, look at the personality of them. It's amazing how much life comes out of them. Just you wait. It's one of my favorite things to do. I've been thinking about painting a canvas at some point. I haven't painted a canvas in a while. And I've been thinking about painting another one. And maybe vlogging the process. Because I did think about doing it on stream. But the thing is, when I paint, it's kind of spur of the moment thing. I don't really think I just do it. So I'm thinking of time-lapsing the next time I do one. And I'll just do a nice little voiceover to explain my process. I think it's what I'm going to do. We enable here. I know we do enable, especially in anything creative. Love enabling anything creative. We know this. After all, I'm just sat here going, you must art and farts. Join me. Make creepy face books. This is good. Very good. Was there a specific shade of black it started, or is this just black leather bound? It's just a black leather. Not black leather. It's just black hardback. So it's like a almost like a cardboard. And then I'm just using the cheapest black acrylic around. At least I think it's a cheap black acrylic. I don't know. It was a hand-me-down. Didn't even buy that. It's given to me by a family member I don't even speak to anymore. But it started with a black base. You can start with any colored base. I think black base is the best because I think it's a really nice base to work with because it really makes the color, to me, more vibrant. White is very good because it'll make the color a lot more brighter, whereas black, I don't know, to me, it just always adds a lot more depth to the color because where you don't quite go so opaque with color, it will be a lot... Well, it just has like it sounds silly, but it has auto shading. It immediately feels like there is a layer beneath it. Whereas I find white canvases, like for example, just they don't do the color justice. I always paint my canvases like black or another like deep color before I paint on top of them because I think they just, well, they're just like, paint on me! I will make your colors look way more depthy and vividy and just so much richer than if you painted on a plain white canvas. As you got the around the edges, yeah. The bezel style, yeah. Some people like painting on white canvas. I can't stand it. I hate painting on white. I think it just doesn't quite make color just look amazing to me. It just looks really... This is going to sound really silly. It makes the color look sad. I want to paint the sadness into my pages. I don't want the color to take that from me. Well, the base to take that from me, you know? I want to be able to implement the emotions in. I don't want my canvas to dictate what emotion I'm painting in before I even get a chance to. I want my brushwork to put that energy in. Or if I'm painting faces, I want them to decide what they are going to be, you know? I don't use light colors as you on white canvas, so you don't really need a thick covering. Well, the thing is, thank you for the follow, by the way. Welcome to Smokeable, and I hope you enjoy your stay. If you were to say paint on a yellow book or a red book, and you want to paint it blue on top of it, technically, yes, you can do that, and you may as well if you want to, but it's going to take you a lot more layers to build up the coverage you may want. But you may want that color to peek through, right? How dare you boop my book? It's still wet. Clean your finger. Okay, thank you for the follow. Welcome to Wakeful Lads. I hope you enjoy your stay. If you're lurking, I shan't call out your name because I don't like calling out lurkers. But, what you call it? Well, whereas when I find if you paint on black, it's no different than painting on white. You're still going to get quite a lot of opaqueness depending on the consistency of your acrylic. If your acrylic is quite watery, obviously going to take a little bit more to build up. But most acrylic, especially the cheap ones, they tend to be quite opaque anyway, and they tend to be okay. Yellow will always be one of the colors that are hard to build up on anything. I find because it's always quite translucent. It's very hard to find a yellow that is solid all the way through. Well, I don't know. I find that, I mean, you saw how this took purple. Took purple like a dream. Love it. Moist! I love the word moist. Makes me think of cake. Like cake. Cake. Just gonna add some swirls coming off some of these letters. There we go. Yeah, some more swirls off the letters. Gonna connect that B down here. Lovely. Then I forgot, so no cake. Oh no, no little cakes. Oh. You're gonna have to go out tomorrow then, Elra, and get yourself some cake. I got a rice cooker for Christmas. I can't wait to make all of the onigiri. Onigiri. This is my top 10 favorite words. What's your number 1 favorite words? Welcome back from the adverts, everyone. You missed nothing apart from the fact that Barry loves moist things. Right, and now we're all back together. Let me move these brushes out the way. We are now going to paint these faces. Now, this is where magic happens. Like, I know that's a cheesy thing to say, but this is when magic is absolutely going to explode. You're going to lose your minds how these faces go from looking very like, oh yeah, there's a face, to being alive, and it's incredible. You take a bit of white, again, still dry brushing. You don't want too much on your brush because I like to start light and then you can build up, right? Hello, Sky. What's up with you? I hope you're good. We're going to go straight in on the eyes. We're going to do the same technique we did before. We start the middle and we smoosh it out. And we smoosh and we smoosh with a lot of pressure, and then we lighten it. And the brush obviously will lose paint as it goes, but we lighten it. Oh, look at that. We've now got an eyeball in our socket. And do the other side too. We start with a lot, and we slowly take it out and reduce the pressure so our brush is lighter, and we take it out. You can go back in with a lot more pressure if you really want to make that eyeball bigger. But now we're getting eyes. Ooh! Slowly coming alive. I'm going to do this eye up here, and then I'll do the eye underneath. And we smoosh. And we swirl it out. Swirl it out lightly to try and get those extra eye lines. How you can get some really good eye bags as well. Really good way to get some eye bags. Look at those eyes. They are looking amazing, actually. Not to pat myself on the back, but I'm going to pat myself on the back because it always amazes me how they look so cool. They're going to do another by here. And there we are. Now, obviously, I want to build up the opaqueness in the center, so I'm going to smoosh. Need to make sure I'm not smooshing anything else as well when I'm at this. Now, this is where it's going to take a little bit while to build up opaqueness, you will find. Because we're painting on black, if you want these whites to really sing, you're going to have to do a few layers. Because the black will come through, because it's very, very, very dark. But try and use that darkness to your advantage to create some natural, well, I say natural, easy peasy, lemon squeezy shading. Let it work for you. Let it do its thing. Because that shading will make those eyes look like they are embedded. And I think that's really cool. Again, you don't even have to start from the center. You could take your brush, go very lightly around the edges, and highlight some of those swirls you got on the outside. Like this eye. See down there? It got some extra swirls. I say swirls. It's not really swirls. Just some extra highlight lines to make those look even more sunken in. Again, take a bit of white, smoosh it on whatever you've got your paint if you want to just try and lighten the load of your brush. Go gently and try and highlight some of those lines. And I find that really makes the faces feel way more like the eyes are glowing. After all, they say the eyes are the entrance to the soul, right? Why would they not be glowing with life? Why don't eyes glow? Let them light it. Let them light your page. And don't worry if you go too harsh. Remember, you can always go in with black or purple or wherever your base color is. Just smoosh it, or use your finger. If it's still a bit wet, the paint, you can smoosh your finger on top and just try and take out some of that opaqueness. I'm also going to go around the nostrils very lightly, just to try and give them some more dimension, which I find looks really cool. You don't have to do this if you don't feel confident, but I find it just makes the nose look like they're a little bit 3D. Just experiment, see what works for you. You may go, actually, no, I don't like that, and you don't have to do that step. Pick and choose the bits you like, or do something different. I'm just gonna keep highlighting as I go. And remember where I did some some of these more like they're getting tangled in skin creases. I'm also gonna highlight those. I'm gonna go on the opposite side, very lightly try and highlight some of those creases. I'm not gonna follow the entire shape. I'm only gonna follow some aspects of it, almost like some bits are sticking up more. So like if you pinch your skin, you can kind of see how your skin ripples. That's a bad. There we go. Now we got some shadows. Some skin will be up a little bit higher, some skin will be on a little bit lower, and trying to take that into consideration if you wanted to try and go, right, so that bit's a little bit lower, so that's not going to hit the light quite so much, so that's going to be darker, so I'm not going to highlight that bit. But again, this doesn't have to base itself in reality. You can just emulate a bit of it, just to sell the idea. And I think that's cool. Doesn't have to be real. I mean, you can make it a realistic painting if you wanted. But this is just a cartoony idea of a Facebook, right? Literally. Yeah. Well, third day off in a row, got a haircut and got supplies. Bloody hell, you've been busy. Had cocoa and coffee, settled in for the afternoon. Now doing a flight and watching stream. Nice. Very observant. It's just looking around you and going, man, I really want to make this sort of thing, but how do I do it? Do I have anything around me that can kind of make the shape that I'm looking for? I'm just going, oh, that thing will do. Hello, Doctor. What's up with you? I hope you're good. Over there. I think this music is from Cult of Lamb, but I'm not sure. I've only seen little bits of Cult of Lamb. From Finley and Valen. I'm gonna go over here. Oops. That's a little bit harder than I want. You know what? Just for sake of purpose, I'm gonna use my finger and I'm gonna smoosh it. I'm gonna use my finger to smoosh it. As much as I can smoosh. Looks much better there. If it comes from this photoreal faces, that'd be kind of funny. I mean, you can totally do that. You can totally make it photoreal. Well, obviously, I would not recommend following this tutorial if you want to make it photoreal, but you could use flesh tones. If you use flesh tones, that would look really cool. I'm actually wondering something. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I want to see something if I got it in my drawer. I don't think I do. Oh, I do. My first attempt at creating this. My first ever attempt. I think I did this when I was 16. I'm 32, by the way, in case I was wondering. This was my first attempt of making my own Necronomicon. I really tried to thicken up the acrylic so that it would have a little bit of texture to it, so that it would be like kind of 3D-ish. It's kind of worn down over the years. I even went in with a silver gel pen to try and highlight stuff. And this was my like attempt way ago to try and do one that looks realistic. It obviously doesn't. But it was my attempt of giving it a whirl. Those eyeballs came a lot later because someone was like, it needs eyeballs. And I was like, oh, I don't want to give it pupils. But here we are. Look better without the pupils. I like his mustache, though. Gotta have a mustache. That was the era where people kept drawing finger mustaches. That says how old I am. But that was one of my very first attempts. And then my second attempt was way better. When it started to look more and more like this. When I was like, you know what? Let's make it cartoony. Cartoony's fun. I think my second attempt came when I was in my 20s, early 20s. And then ever since then, I just kind of found my way. And this is how I've always painted my covers to my sketchbooks. Even notebooks. I like having my books smile at me when I look at them. Song from Cult of Ooky. Oh, we're not a cult. Can't say that. Don't want to get in trouble with the powers that be. All right. I feel like I'm quite happy with the eye shapes and some of the highlights. We're now going to do the teeth. The teeth are my favorite part. So, you know, you have your brush. Flip it the other way around. We're going to use the end of the brush. The end of the brush is how we're going to do the teeth. This is where it gets really fun. And a little bit cuckoo crazy. We're going to take the end. We're going to dab it into our white paint. You can go top down if you want, but I like to go side on. I don't know if you can kind of see that glob of paint there that's jutting out the end of my brush. We're going to take it onto the black bit of his mouth. We're going to go side on. And we're going to smoosh. Do a little dot. Pull away. He's got a tooth. And you just keep going. And you just keep building up the teeth. If you run out, Go and dab some more. Obviously, this is where the paint's going to get a lot thicker, so this is the big, long drying part. But you just keep dabbing and making more and more teeth. You can make little teeth. You can make big teeth. But the teeth is when it really comes alive, I think. This is when your faces will start getting personalities. It's the absolute cherry on top. All your hard work. Some teeth will be small, some teeth will be a bit wobbly. Just keep going until you have a mouthful of teeth. You can add a lot of teeth. Not a lot of teeth. Just do whatever feels right to you. I like giving my books an unnecessary amount of teeth. I just think it's way more fun. You can even go top down if you want to make a bit more of a rounder shape. But just keep going until you got a full set of gnashers or however many teeth you want. And I think it just really makes it sing. Can you draw your hand back to make it sharp? Yes, you can. I'll show you on the other mouth. I'm going to give this guy a little bit more sharper teeth. I'll show you how to do sharper teeth now. Because you can make sharp teeth doing this. You must ask a question. He can. Make it for real if you can manage to photograph a possession. To be fair, you could just scan your face. Print that out. And like paper mache that. Oh, just use some PVA onto onto the book itself. You could do that, technically speaking. Maybe one day I'll show you how to do that as well, because that's quite fun. You're half your age back then. I was half my age. I was but a little baby. Take a bit more acrylic. I'll show you how to do that one day as well. It's wild. But that'll have to be like a YouTube tutorial kind of thing, because I don't think I can show that on stream, because it's a bit awkward. Hello, Fire Phoenix. What's up? What's down with you? I hope you're good. And then there's a bunch of teeth in this guy's mouth. And then I'm going to show you how to do sharp teeth. Again, you take the end of your book, end of your brush, sorry. You dab it on, same way, and you pull. You dab it on. You pull. You're going to need a little bit more paint here because it's going to be you pulling the paint off. You dab and pull down or up. You dab and you pull. And that is how you do sharper teeth. It's going to be a little bit more rougher because this book does have a texture to it. But you could just dab it and then use the top of the brush to pull down too. So you could just do a dab down like this, where it's from the top. And then you take the side of the brush and pull it down. Poke and dab. Poke and pull. And you'll get some slightly sharper teeth. You can go really wild if you want. I'm going to do a couple of teeth now, and then I'm going to sharpen them. So you can do a couple of teeth in a row, and then whoop, whoop. And you can always go back, make that tooth a little bit sharper, and keep pulling from the top as well. It'll make it like they got their own shadow to it too, and I think that's really cool. Absolutely cool. You dab and you pull. You dab and you pull. Dab and pull. Pull and dab. If you feel like you got a tooth that's a bit screwed up like this one, what I simply like to do is I like to make the tooth a little bit like denser at the top and then pull it down again to try and give it a bit more sense. You don't have to. You can even throw in a few normal teeths and amongst all the sharp teeth. Like I'm going to put a little normal tooth up here. A little normal tooth by here as well. Almost like those teeth haven't quite turned into adult teeth yet, maybe. But it's a really fun way to draw teeth, I think. I say draw, paint teeth. It really horrifies them. Like shark teeth, yeah. Oh, I got 2 little dots on this one. Let's do that. And you just keep going over and over until you're happy with the amount of teeth. Obviously, it takes a little bit more work to do sharper teeth, but you can definitely do sharper teeth in the exact same way. I'm also going to give this book what I like to call spirit freckles, which is just doing little dots all over the... Ooh, I just spat in my own hand. My mouth got excited then about the idea of spirit dots. Spirit freckles. It's basically just doing lots of little dots with the top of the brush all over the place. Walk time, lurking, enjoy. Like wisps of light. Yeah, exactly like that. Not much of chilling. Kind of want someone special to get back to me about my question, but I'm good. How about you? I'm okay. Chilling. Painting. Having a good old little time. What I might do, I'm thinking I'm going to make a very first front page off stream that explains how the book works. Like a little inscription on the front, right behind this cover on the right. Just to explain how it all does its thing. Go. Another tooth. Oh, and don't worry about changing the direction of where the teeth are sharpened, by the way. You can go straight down or take them to the side. Teeth, even in real life, are not perfect, usually in alignment. Let's say if you've had braces or something like that. Teeth generally tend to be quite wibbly wobbly. Unless you happen to very luck out on your genes and DNA just went, you know what, here's some perfect, absolute veneer looking teeths. I'm not one of those people. I have wibbly wobbly teeth. Again, imperfection, right? Ooh, I've enjoyed that tooth. That's fine. Ugh. But it's fine for all the things to be a bit wibbly wobbly. Oh, look at them faces. They're nasty looking faces. They're really nasty. Hang on, let me just get the end of my brush nice and dry. I'm using my jacket because this is my painting jacket. I don't care. Did you hear? Is it alive now? It's getting there. For me, I want to give these guys pupils. But if you feel like your book is screaming and it's alive and it doesn't need pupils, you do not need to give them pupils. You don't. I'm going to give these guys pupils because I want them to be able to see what's coming for them. I think it's way more fun. So since I just wiped off the back of my ooh. Well, hold up a second. I'm going to give them Spirit Freckles while my brush is kind of still... while I'm still doing the white thing. So, Spirit Freckles, back a brush, paint. I'm just going to randomly do some dots all over the place. Just some random dots. I find that they add some extra life to the book, personally. Some extra details. I think just makes it all a bit more fun. I think, anyway. Almost like there are little wisps dancing along the page, on the cover a little bit. I always try to do them in teams of 2, unless I know there's going to be a team of 2 and a 1. I always try to make them into little clusters, almost like fireflies. Thank you, Nightmare, for the 100 biddies. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, Lee. And Fiery Phoenix, thank you so much for the biddies as well. I'll put your name in the book in a little bit. Give me a minute. Did I see Fiery Phoenix? I think I did. Didn't I? No. It was Nightbit? Oh, I don't know. I feel like I saw... maybe I did a double blink. Maybe I did. Sorry. Which I will inflict upon them? Yeah. Well, I'll be inflicted upon them. You can do this in any color, by the way. You could do it in a rainbow. Going from, like, one side red and then going through the rainbow all the way down to blue. Which that would look quite cool. I'm doing them in white because I like to keep this book, like, my covers quite... it's gonna sound silly, monochromatic, even though they're not. But that's the vibe I get when I do my books. I'm gonna do it down the binding as well. And for those who want this entire VOD, it'll be live on Tuesday. So you can bookmark it if you want. And at some point in the near future, I say near future, at some point in my life, I will make a shorter, snappier tutorial. Hopefully. Maybe when I get my new desk. I'm going to write a number 2 down there, I've just decided. Bit random, but I've just decided I want a number 2 down there so that when it's on the shelf and it's maybe not on display, I know it's the second one. You know, I should be able to tell, but just in case I can't. Here we go. Is that how you see us? What? Like what? Like demons? Oh, there it is. I didn't blink wrong. Thank you. I should be naming the book. After I'm done with everything that is on my desk right now, because I don't want to be moving things around while there's wet paint everywhere. There you go. Gotta go up in this corner. I just think that adding the little spirit freckles just really, I don't know, give the book a little bit more than it already got going, you know? See if I do the lower face singing fireflies. I could just imagine that. That'd be really creepy. How you doing, 3D lasers? What's up with that with you? I hope you're good. I want to see a video. Oh, yeah. Hello, Melipsia as well. I hope you're good. What's up with them with you? So I try not to do the dots too close to teeth, especially their round teeth, because things can get a little bit lost. But near around the faces can look quite good as well. I just try not to do the dots too close to the mouth because it may look like teeth when they're not teeth, you know? And if I am going to do dots around the mouth, I try to make the dots as small as possible or differentiate from the teeth themselves a little bit. If that makes sense. There's less confusion about what they are. Here we are. I'll do one little dot down here. Lovely. Aww. Looking quite chuffed with that. Right then. Now, these eyes are still not quite alive enough for me. We're going to give them pupils. And guess what? We're doing the same thing. Dabbing into the back of the brush into my black paint. I'm going to do one single dot on my paint dabber. And then go into the pupils. Well, the irises, I guess you could call them. And give him a pupil. I'm going to do the same on the other side. You can do again, same with like making them cat eyes if you want. Or even goat eyes. You can make them any shape you want. Or I'm doing them like this. And they're starting to come alive for me now. Sometimes I add pupils onto my book. Sometimes I don't. It all depends how I feel. What their faces are screaming for. If the eyes are screaming for bigger pupils, I'll give them bigger pupils. If their eyes are screaming for no pupils, I won't give them pupils. It's whatever I kind of get the vibe of. And I think they're looking a lot more alive now. You can do whatever pupils you want. I'm not going to show you any of the others because I want these guys to have just normal human-esque pupils. I am going to go in with a white though, on the side of that. I'm going to see if I can dab a little bit of white into there. Yes, that's what I want. A little bit of white in his eyes. And then I also want to give you a little bit of white in your eyes. I'm still trying to decide if I just want them to have two eyes. Or do I want to add stitches? I know I said I kind of want them to look conjoined, but there's a little part of me that's like, what if I, Ooh, while still wet. To be honest with you, doing it while wet is risky. Wouldn't advise it, but I'm ballsy. I'm thinking about adding stitches down the center. And what time is it? 11:30? I'm gonna do it. Screw it. I'm doing it. I'm gonna do stitches. I wasn't gonna. But these guys, I feel like I want them to be stitched. So I'm gonna do it. And if it looks like pants, well, it looks like pants. I'm gonna do a little squiggle down here. I'm gonna go in with a dry brush again. I'm gonna go right over these little lines I did earlier. So that they kind of pull in a bit more. Yes. And I'm going to try and do little squiggles down the stitches. There we go. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. Looks solid either way. I think they look really cool. I'm confident in how I do these enough that no matter how they turn out, I end up loving them. Like, this book, arguably, might be one of my worst ones I've ever done. But I still can't help but love that face. It might be because I don't like the color yellow. But despite the fact that I don't think it's my best one I've ever done, it still brings me joy. And I kind of like that even if the faces are like, absolutely only a mother could love it, I'm their mum, so I will always love it. You know? Right. I'm going to take this bit as well, and I'm going to send it down here. I'm going to try and dry brush a little bit around the edges. Dry brush, dry brush. Dry brush, dry brush. I'm going to take a little bit more dry brushing, and I'm going to try and do dots with the dry brush. Not the other end, the paintbrush end. I'm going to try and do dots with the dry brush end. Just to try and do a light bit of stitching holes where the stitches are going to go. Hopefully, that's the idea. We'll see how it works. Each book has its own personality. Exactly. Every single one has their own mood. And I love it. Makes it very hard to be like, oh no, it's awful, because they all got their own vibe going. And every single one you do will always be different from the other. You could try and replicate it, but because you're doing it with a dry brush, you'll never look exact, and I like that. So why try and make it exact? Because it's gonna look different. To embrace the difference. Way more fun. I'm not gonna be too perfectionist about this. Just gonna just dab and dab and dab and dab. Hello, Mark. How you doing? What's up with you? And I see you out there as well, you cheeky lurk who just come on in. Some with an S. I hope you're having a lovely holiday. Don't respond. Enjoy your lurk. Maybe I should make a pitch to TwitchCon one year and be like, hey, don't help me pay for supplies to get a room full of strangers to make a book. You know you want to. Help me pay for it. I'm gonna do something really risky. I'm gonna do something really risky. I'm gonna bring out the blue. So I've got some blue that I've had on the side, which I was gonna mix into the purple, but I decided against it. I'm gonna take the smallest amount of blue, smallest dot, and put it over the top of these areas. I've got a big, massive, fluffy brush. I'm gonna try and bring it close to where the stitches are. Just to try and add a little bit more difference into it. But I'm only going to do it on one side. Maybe. I don't know. I'm kind of winging it now. I'm kind of doing wherever I think would look cool. I might have to go in with a slightly different brush because this brush is very fluffy, but we'll see. Just going to keep dabbing and dabbing and dabbing until I get what I want. Oh, this has got glitter in it. That's nice. Love that for me. Well, I guess this book's gonna have glitter on it. Where did that glitter come from? Okay, sure. We got glitter on some of the stitches. I don't want that. Oh, screw it. I'm gonna get another brush. Glitter, yeah, I guess we do. Wah! I want you. And I want you. I found another bit of paint that I want to use. Blame you know who? I don't know who. I don't know who. Love unique personality in each face. It's my favorite part of this. That each one is its own being. Essentially playing God a little bit. Which can make people maybe feel a bit uncomfortable with these, but I think it's fun. Yeah, that brush is working a little bit more. Now I'm getting a little bit more tonal differences in it. I'm just kind of doing a little bit of squiggles along the stitch line to almost try and make it look like the skin's getting a bit taut into it. I'm not sure if it's coming across on cam, but I'm just trying to add some extra like fun detail to it. And just trying to make the lines a bit swooshy, like a river. I know it's ironic because I'm using blue, so I'm still using word like river, but that's basically what I'm doing. I'm trying to do ripples. So by DefCA, it's a lot more opaque in person. I'm glad it's seeable. There we go. Since this guy's going to be a little bit more bluish, I'm going to just dab a bit more blue down towards him. Who knows, I might be muddying it a bit too much now, but, you know, nothing ventured, nothing gained. And if it looks like pants, well, at least you know not to do this step. Gonna go along the edges with a bit of blue. A little bit of blue, just very, very smooshing it in. Not being careful about my brush, I'm literally just smooshing until the brush basically turns into a flat bit of nothing. I'm literally taking the paint out of the tube, by the way. I'm not even squeezing, I'm just letting the brushes, the bristles go into the tube nozzle. I'm just using whatever comes out as my paint. I'm not sticking it too far in, just around the edge. There's one way, if you don't want to use your paint because you don't want to sploosh it down, just do it this way. It works, it's fine, it does the job. Okay, here we go. Now he's got a little bit more blue to him. I'm going to go back in with the white, since the black should be dry now, and if it isn't, then I'll stop. I'm going to go in with my white. I'm going to dry brush it up again. I'm just going to add stitches. Ooh, I got a bit of hair in that. Let me get that out. But now I'm just going to do the stitches. You just connect the dots, essentially. You go from one to the other. Like a shoelace. One to the other. And again, if it comes out too harsh, you can go in with black over the top of it and it'll just make it look like thread. There we go. Don't worry about being too pretty about it. It's just stitches. We don't care about the scarring now, do we? Or do we? Maybe you do. Maybe you want to be a perfectionist about it. But I honestly could not care less. Nice. I'm going to take it all the way up here, even though the lines, you can't see where the stitch line goes. That gives the idea that it's still going off into the darkness. Hello, Golden Pally. What's up? What's down with you? I hope you're good. He's not been beaten black and blue. He's been, he's just a bit dead, is all. In a varying state of decomposition. Which, you know, relate. Also being a bit undead. There we go. If you wanted this to look like staples, you could go in with a silver paint. That'll do it. And maybe you could put a bit of copper around the edges to make it look like it's very old staples that have gone a bit rusty. That could look quite cool. This is an idea. Anyone who may need some ideas. There you go. Love stitches, not real ones, but they make everything look better. I think they add a little extra to it. A little something extra. Right. I'm going to go in with a bit more black. To some of those blue bits, just to dry brush it up a bit more. And then I found another bit of paint that I forgot that I pulled out earlier, where I was like, maybe? And I think I'm going to do what I think I'm going to do. Again, I'm kind of going off tutorial now. I'm just kind of freehanding to make this how I want it to look, which everyone is able to do. You could go, you know what, Ooky? I'm going to do my own thing now, and you can do your own thing. I ain't going to yell at you to do that. In fact, I implore it. Make it your own. If you want, you don't have to follow me anymore. Do wherever it makes your heart sing and feel joyous. We always need a little extra, always. And this one might be my most extra one yet with what I've got over there. And I'm not sure you guys are going to be ready with what paint I've managed to find in my pile of, well, paint. I'm kind of shocked I've got this still, if I'm honest. I'm going to grab another paintbrush. Okay. So what did I find in my box of acrylics? You're gonna laugh at me. Glow-in-the-dark paint. I don't even know if it works. But I found it in my box of paints and I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make the eyes glow. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't even know if it works. I don't even know how much you need to make it work. But I'm just gonna do it. I don't even know if it's gonna work. I'm gonna try and paint around only where the white of the eyes are. It might work, it might not. It might look absolutely bloody pants. I'd imagine you need a few layers, but I don't know. I'm up for a bit of experimentation. I should have really turned off the lights and had a look, but you know. Oh well. Here we go. Hope it works. It'd be funny if it does, but no one on chat to... Well, you guys are never going to see it because the lights are always on. And have you ever tried to capture glow-in-the-dark paint on camera? This is like really alive. You're barely going to see it. Hello, Beauregard! What's up with you? I hope you're good. Nice to see you. I'm gonna go over the top of the word subs as well, and well, just the entire name. Paint looks quite clear. It's almost like PVA. This is why I think you need to make it quite opaque to make it actually glow, but I don't know. Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. I'm fine. Doing Hate Christmas a bit like Grinch, but it's okay. Have a cool dog, some food, peace and love. Nice. All you need, innit? Just make it your own. Be as Grinch as you want. My sister's a bit of a Grinch. She hates Christmas. Now she's the one who puts the most amount of effort into it. There we go. Up and over on the beat. Down we go. This book of subs is looking gorgeous. Do you think? Do you like it? It's a bit different from that last one, I think. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to make it its own compared to our very first one. But looking at our first one, it's definitely its own. Definitely its own. If anybody wants to see Volume 1, it's all up on my Facebook page. I don't know if I have a link to it. Exclamation point, Facebook and chat. It might take you to my Facebook page. There's a whole album with every single page in the entire book, including the cover. You can see how it started to how it ended. I don't even know how many pages is in this book. It was a gift. Best way to capture glow-in-the-dark paint is on camera's UV light source. Yep, and I never see the UV, so the chance of it ever seeing anything like that is zilch. Absolutely zilch. Oh, look! My art page. That's good, isn't it? Look at me. Well done, past self. Anyway, I'm not sure if anyone's noticed, but within, well, way less of this stream time, we painted a whole cover. A whole cover. And this is what I'm saying. You can literally paint a whole book cover in less than 3 hours. If you wanted to follow this. That's all. Just give your books a bit more personality. And I'm sure I did this different the first time as well. The steps I took. Every time I do, I just kind of... Same sort of principle, but do it slightly differently. Every single time. Makes it a bit of an adventure, because I never really know how it's going to turn out. And I like that. Here we are. fun part. Mm-hmm. I'm just kind of dry brushing around the words in case anyone's wondering what I'm doing, just because I can, and I decided I wanted to be a little bit more shadowy around the words. And if you think it looks dreadful, then fair enough. You're allowed your opinion, even if it's wrong. And guess what? We're going to have to wrap up soon. It's nearly midnight. Nearly. We're only 20 minutes off. It's time for bed. For me, anyway. Not sure about the rest of you. It's nearly time for bed for me. And then I'll be live in about 12 hours and 10 minutes. I'll be live again with trying to finish Tomb Raider. We'll see how we do, though. I think I'm still quite a few levels off. So tomorrow's going to be a big amount of focus on trying to make some progression, I think. So I can hopefully get to the sort of end game by Sunday. But Sunday, I have to finish it if we're going to play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask next weekend. Like I promised. Oh, the spare Freckles. Oh, I love the Freckles. Oh, I love the Freckles. I like doing the little freckle dots. Because I'm freckly myself, so I like my books to be quite freckly. Do-do-do-do. What are your thoughts on Tomb Raider so far? I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying it. A lot more than I thought I would. I'm struggling with it because I'm not good at platformers. But I'm really enjoying it. It's really taken me by surprise, I'll tell you that much, because I've experienced some things in it that I didn't know existed, because somehow the Tomb Raider community kept things very quiet. Or maybe I've just been very ignorant. But it's been absolutely balmy. I love it. I really am enjoying it. I wish I kind of didn't set myself up to play Majora's Mask next month because I kind of low-key want to keep going with the franchise. But that's a future me problem, not a me problem now. At some point I'll carry on with the franchise because it's really fun. Highly recommend. At least number 1 so far has been brilliant. I haven't played any of the others. Ooh, sorry, got a bit of a stuffy nose. Ugh. Do some food prep tomorrow, then bed. Nice. Nice. See our fridge. Our fridge looks like crazy right now. Filled to the brim with Dr. Pepper because my parents gave me a massive crate of it. Cider. So much chocolate. And Tangfastic. Pretty much that's all in our fridge right now. It's just snacks. And we've come home being like, I need to like try and diet a bit. I'm like, oh no, don't open the fridge then. Don't open the fridge. Because you're going to have a bad time, my love. Definitely coming along. I'm just adding some extra swirls in because I feel like some swirls will help make the book more glorious. Yeah, more swirls. I claim the first drawing in the book of subs. Well, you have to make sure to be here next Friday. Next Friday is when we begin the book. And then you may get your first request in. But if you want to be number 1, you gotta be ready. Because I'm gonna ask the mods if they'll be able to be a little bit intuitive with opening the requests when we get into the pages. Not before, when we get in. Because I'm going to try and do it through Channel Point Redemption. We'll see how it goes, though. We'll see how. I'm dreading doing the remastered ones after doing the reboots, but looking forward to them as well. Ooh, well, they might be all right. You might enjoy them way more. Who knows? I'd be like, oh man, these remasters are brilliant. I'm never going to go back. Which is entirely possible. Isn't it? Like, this is bloody brilliant. Absolutely bloody brilliant. I don't need to do anything else now. I'm dreading doing... Oh, yeah. Now, bodies. What on the couch? What for... I have no idea what you wrote there, Golden Pally. The emotes threw me off. But how the ferrets? They are well. Why do you use mouse emotes? They're not rodents. I haven't got a problem with rodents, but they're not part of the rodent family. But they're okay, thank you. They have been very thoroughly spoiled by Santa Claus this year. Seem to be very happy with their gifts. Which is good. I'm playing your fave neighbor tonight. Fave game tonight. What are you playing? What's my fave game? What is my favorite game? I actually don't know. Better not be Hello Neighbor. The Thing remastered. Oh god, my thoughts and energy to you. Enjoy. Enjoy. I hope you have a brilliant time. I really do. There we are. I think that's the book done, you know? I think that's the book done. Let me pick it up for you all. Ta-da! Focus Ups Volume 2. It's still wet, so I can't close it really just yet. But ta-da! Volume 2 will begin next week for the very first time. I wonder what's going to be on our first theme. I wonder. Maybe it needs to be New Year. Maybe that's a theme. I don't know. Maybe it's babies. Maybe it's babies, because they represent New Year. They do. I think it looks amazing. It's alive. It's alive. Now we dare not say its name. From henceforth now. For we have decreed it. It's alive! It's alive! So we can't say its name. Or I will summon the thunder. But next week we will hear it. For the first time in months. And I'm so excited. Right, I'm gonna put this book behind me on the floor. We'll tidy up a little bit. And then I guess we're gonna find ourselves a new place to hang out for the evening. I must love it. Ziggity doodling. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see how it's gonna turn out. A whole... God, it's been months, hasn't it, actually? It's been months since I've done any doodling. I like to see what's going to be in it. Right. Do this for now so that I can wash those brushes after. Hey, good job. Ugh. All right. Ooh, nose poop to the microphone then. All right. Thank you very much, Lee, for the follow. Welcome to my couple lands. I hope you enjoy your stay. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Helix. I hope you're good out there. It's nice to see you. She's creating a collection, going to put them all over the world and collect them at the world ends. Maybe. Maybe. No. Or maybe. Hi, Connor. How you doing? What's up with that with you as well? I hope you're good. Everyone, need to hydrate? Oh. Not much of a hydrate, but hydrate. I'm tired. How are you? Hi, tired. I'm okay-ish. Okay-ish. I say that. I'm just getting tired now. But I'm okay. I'm okay. Ooh. Ooh. I know who we're going to pass some love on to. I haven't been able to rate this glorious being in a hot minute. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. How you doing? I'm doing okay. Doing all right. Thank you, everybody, for joining me tonight. I all hope you enjoyed your stay with me and you learned a little bit of something, hopefully. I hope so. I hope so. I had a really good time. I'm glad I did this. At first, I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to stream tonight. I'm a bit tired. It's been a hectic few days. You know, it's Christmas and stuff. But I don't know. I'm glad I did it out. Because that looks amazing. At some point, as I said, I'll try and do like a squished version of a tutorial, but this is your tutorial for now onwards because I'm lazy. If you want to join me elsewhere on the internet, this is a part where I tell you to follow me everywhere. Why? Help me on my quest to take over the world. You know you want to. You want to spread the joy of being escaped into my streamer theater. Right? You want to spread the joy of this theater. So follow me. It's the best way to know when I go live next. Do it! Do it! Otherwise, you can follow my Discord. Join it. We have banter and good times there. If you dare join it, you're more than welcome. missooky.com is where anything I draw ends up on a t-shirt. So if you want to see something I drew on a t-shirt and buy it, that's where you get it. My mouse pad, if you've seen it tonight, is also what I did for merch. It's also available there. Twitter.com, words, things and stuff, and go and like post as and when I remember to post there. And then we have Bluesky, where I do a photo dump. In fact, if you want to see the ferrets on Christmas Day eating some prawns, there's a post on there recently that I did, where you can see that. Then we have 2 YouTube channels. Miss Ooky is my VOD channel. This VOD will be on that channel. And then Just Ooky is my variety channel, as and when I get a chance to edit anything. My last video on there was Labubu Unboxing. Labubu Unboxing. And then Instagram, word things and stuff. It's where I blog. I haven't actually posted in yet again another week or 2. So I'll try and start being more frequent poster there now that the new year's creeping in, and I probably should do my best there, huh? Hopefully. And then that's it, I think. Yeah, I think that's all my socials. I mean, you can find me on Facebook. Just search Miss Ooky and I appear somewhere. But as always, if you want to know when I go live, first and foremost, this is the best place to be. This is the best way, because at least you get a notif and I appear on your lovely little sidebar over here that goes, oh, it's Ooky. And then you're like, oh, gosh, I must join. If you want. You ever join? Thank you for hanging out, Francois. I appreciate you very muchly. Eat the Ooky. Please don't eat me. I'm edible, but I also don't want to be edible. I did learn several little things, including how to make sharp teeth. If anybody does do this, please send me a picture or like post it somewhere and tag me. I want to see it. I'm so nosy. I love seeing what people create. So if anyone does, yell at me. I want to see it. Please, Kay, thank you. See you in 12 hours. It's true. I'm going to be live in 12 hours. I'm technically running off a little bit earlier today because I'm going to use this extra time to clean up the office. Well, my morgue. Office is the human terms. So I'm going to clean this morgue up a little bit. Get rid of the tinsel. My one only Christmas decoration in the entire house. And prepare it for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're playing more Tomb Raider. Eating is not recommended. I should know. I'm a doctor. Not a qualified doctor. Definitely don't eat me. I'm bony. You won't like it. Too bony. I'll get stuck in your teeth. Anyway, we're going to go and raid Queen Chun-Li. Queen is an absolutely glorious being. She is so lovely. She's doing a holiday queen-a-thon. I don't know what that is. I think she's going to be playing Tomb Raider later. I think she is. Not sure. She's eating some bread right now. So let's go and raid her while she eats her breakfast. She's lush. She's really lovely. Trust me on this one. Let's give her some love. There's a link in chat in case the raid doesn't take you. And there's also the raid message. I will see you guys tomorrow. Please join me again. Please. If not, man, you're almost going to be glorious. But if I do see you tomorrow, 12 hours, BB. I'll see you tomorrow. No star, and stay beautiful. Punch you all later, everyone. Bye, Didicas. Bye, Klaus K. Bye, Road of the Sky. Bye, Steve. I know you're out there. Bye, Francois. Bye, Nightmare. Bye, SKS Kitten. Bye, Barry Carleon. Bye, Chimeria 1311. Bye, Dr. 7777777. Bye, J-Rex. 1995. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.